fade in,
No, God!
fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in, fade in.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I am the type of Star Wars fan that doesn't even have a favorite movie. I just want to live in the universe of Star Wars continually, in perpetuity, forever. So when people are like, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? I'm like, there is no Star Wars movie. There is only Star Wars.
I'm gonna kill myself! I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
The sequel movies were just the worst garbage ever. Last Jedi was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. I wanted to leave the theater, but I was like, I can't. It's Star Wars. You know, I need to watch it. But man, was that bad.
I think that the thing that George never did was maintain the status quo. And I think that that's really important because...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
When I read 8, I told Ryan, I fundamentally disagree with virtually everything you've decided about my character.
Who is this guy? How did the most optimistic, hopeful character in the galaxy turn into this hermit who says it's time for the Jedi to end? I read that and I said, what? I mean, that's not what a Jedi does. I mean, a Jedi is optimistic. A Jedi has tenacity. He never gives up. He doesn't secrete himself on an island. But you'll...
What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Where are your parents? Kid's sketchy. Back to you guys.
So they wanted us to keep going. That Star Wars girl said, keep going. Okay, so...
That Star Wars girl.
That Star Wars girl.
Star Wars
Anna.
girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Star Wars girl. Yeah, hit us up. Well, I think let's do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you've got a show and you're from the Azores, let's do it.
There you go.
There. Was Carl there? Star Wars girl was there.
Wait, Star Wars girl was there?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I didn't go. I think she definitely doesn't like me.
I mean, I don't think she likes me now either.
Oh wait, what'd you say to her?
Well, I walked. She's hot, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, who the fuck is this hot bitch at the woman at the bar all night? And then I walked over to say like, oh, good job to, I don't know, Lila Hart or something,
Okay.
I think. And she said, you're Nick Rakita's friend, aren't you?
Yeah.
And that annoyed me a little bit. So
You're like, Nick Rakita's my friend, bitch. I made him.
I said, yeah, who are you? And she goes, I'm Star Wars girl. And I said, oh my God, you're so much hotter in person. I mean, you're hot online. Don't get me wrong. You're hot online, but in person,
hotter.
I said something like that, and then
she doesn't.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead.
Okay, so I should have shown up to be awkward around women and make them hate us more. That would have been good.
They love that shit.
Wait, what are we talking about?
I figured out how to monetize social justice warriors.
I have no love for He-Man.
I know, but I have no love for He-Man either, but he's got a place in the world in a comic book story.
When I was a kid, I'd watch He-Man and Masters of the Universe when I got home from school. From 1981 to 82, it was a rich...
I'm kind of retarded. There's some chick named That Star Wars Girl or something like that. And she wrote this fucking screen. She was like, you're always doing this. And she ended with, be a man. And I was like, what the fuck? I've been struggling my whole life not to be a man.
Yeah.
Grown up fucking teenager.
Not to be the version of a man we thought we were supposed to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The man that she was suggesting that I'd be.
Like our dad's generation.
Who didn't fucking cry.
No.
Although my father cried.
Shove that rod up that cunt's ass.
Hey, what are we talking about?
That Star Wars girl.
That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl. That Star Wars girl.
Oh yeah. Be a man.
No, would you spit in his mouth?
Ni hao to all of our Star Wars fans in China.
Ni hao, ni hao. What's up, everyone? Good morning, good morning. It's super freaking early. I'm usually at the gym, or I guess it's 5:21. I'm usually getting ready to leave the gym right now. So I'm like wide awake, and it's Saturday morning. The baby's sleeping like a little angel. Peach is sleeping. Oh, my camera's not on. Let me fix that. But I like was so on autopilot, I didn't even realize today was Saturday. So I'm like all in my gym get up. So I'm like wide awake at 5:30 in the morning on a Saturday. So I was like, oh, I'll come and stream. It's like I could do a video, I could paint, but no, I'll instead do a live stream and talk to you guys. So if you guys were ever wondering the mystery of what I look like at the gym, I used to even like wear my pajama pants, kind of, sort of. And they're like lounge pants, but they're all like loose and stuff because like I don't want them clinging to my body. Now I am back into regular just yoga pants. But good morning. But I sweat a lot, so it's like I need like loose stuff. This is my Cyber Frog zip up hoodie. I can't find my regular hoodie, which is what I like to wear because I like that big pocket in front. But this is my gym get up. Oh, Lord Fanacha with the $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Entertain us, Anna. I will try my best. Good morning, and thank you for the $20. That's not cheap. Thank you for contributing to the diaper fund. Let's talk about the diaper/formula fund. Like Anna, it's 13:22. That's not early. I live in California. It is Pacific Standard Time. It is 5:23 a.m. for me right now. But speaking of the diaper/formula fund, diapers. I mean, diapers are what they are. And the formula, my baby, we had to she's got like, tummy digestional. She's sensitive, so she's got to drink specifically goat milk. So no more booby milk, no more cow formula. And so the first goat milk that I tried, she liked. She's pooping every day on it. Then that ran out, and like I can't. All of these companies are from Europe, and it's almost impossible to be like getting them shipped to America. I can get toddler formula, but I don't need toddler formula. I need infant formula. And so that one was called Cabrita. Then there's this new one called Kindamil. And so I got that from Target. Apparently it's not sold anywhere freaking else, and it's sold out everywhere. And that one was like $44 plus tax for like one thing that's like this big. And like that one, it's going to run out today. So I had ordered some more from Amazon. So I'm like, we're just going to try every type of goat milk formula and see which one the baby likes. So the Kindamil, I mean, she likes it, but she's not pooping as regularly as we would like. And so I got this new one. It's called Bubs, and it's goat milk, and it's from Australia. So we're going to see how she likes this one. It had a bunch of great reviews, so we're going to see. And this one's only $25 for a jar the same size as the Kindamil one. So I'm hoping that this one she likes and this one helps fix her poop. Her pooping schedule. I know this is TMI. TMI for everyone, but like the goat milk formula is what she needs. Good morning, J-Bama. Good morning. Was the good / bad girl machine open? No. It doesn't open till 7 on the weekends, which is really freaking annoying. It closes at 10 and is open at 7. I never go on the weekends because a lot of the time I'm out of town on the weekends. So I've never really noticed, but I did think today was Friday, and I did get out of bed, get, all up in the gym, get up and drive over to the gym and see that it was closed and drive home. So that's all on me because I didn't check the app. Peaches is like, you need to always check. You need to check. And I'm like, I know, but I didn't. I'm in autopilot. And it's weird. And I'm like, I don't want to go to the gym at 7. I don't know why. Like when the sun's up, I just feel weird. I'm like, if the sun's up, I shouldn't be at the gym. So I have to go to the gym super early in the morning. Yes, I know I'm a strange human. Why gym not open on the weekend? No, it is open on the weekends. It's just not open until 7 a.m. It's not open until 7 a.m. I know I'm weird. I thought it was a 24/7 always gym, but it's not. And I even looked at like the closest 24-hour fitness near me, and it's not even open 24 hours. I'm like, you guys can't say your 24-hour fitness and not be open 24 hours, because I was going to get a membership there because they had an Olympic-sized pool. For those that don't know, I used to swim a lot. I played water polo when I was in high school, and swimming, it's like the best exercise ever because it works out your entire body. If I could just go to the freaking pool and swim for like an hour and a half every day, that'd be great. My entire body would be worked out. I wouldn't have to talk to anyone. I would have to like figure out how to like get like waterproof headphones though and like be able to listen to music. But yeah, the 24-hour fitness nears me, it closes at 8 p.m. I'm like, that's not 24 hours, bitch. I'm sorry, but 24 hours means 24 fucking hours. And they lie. They lied to me. Thank you, J Bama, for the 2. You dress like silver sneaker to go to the gym. Like a silver sneaker to go to the gym. What's a silver sneaker? Well, I have to have my headband to keep my hair out of my face. And let's see. Not now. Let me go on images. I don't understand. Silver sneaker. Does anybody know? Only Anytime Fitness or other key gyms are 24/7. They don't have lifeguards for 24 hours. What dummy needs a lifeguard? Let's see. Oh, by the way, shout out to everybody that's watching over on Twitch. I am streaming on Twitch and on YouTube and on Twitter. So hello to everyone over on Twitch. It's been a while. I feel like I neglected my Twitch for so long because I was only streaming painting over there, and I stopped paint streaming. So, I'm streaming on Twitch again, and I'm kind of taking a step back from Rumble because Rumble just wasn't growing like it used to. Rumble was doing really well in the beginning, and then it's just kind of falling off. And I don't foresee Rumble being like the biggest thing ever. But okay, so I don't know what the hell's going on, but I have been seeing that guy that used to be fat, Ethan Klein, I think is his name, and that Hassan Piker guy. Like, there's, I guess, some kind of war. I don't know much about either of them except that Ethan Klein used to be fat and Hassan is gay, which I didn't know that the internet doesn't know that he's gay. For those that don't know, I'm not gay. I'm very straight. I like boys, and I'm obviously a woman, and with my husband for like ever. But I have a lot of gay friends. And when I was in college, I like going out to gay bars because I don't have to worry about any creepy guys hitting on me. And the drinks are good. The gays know how to have fun. I will say, gays know how to fucking party, and they have a blast. So I would always go out when I lived in San Francisco. I'd pretty much all of San Francisco is gay, but I'd go out like with my friends to the Castro, and you would be surprised how many celebrities are actually gay that you don't know are gay. But I would run into them all the time, like Zac Efron from like High School Musical. He's gay as a freaking goose. This Hassan Piker guy, I've ran into him multiple times in WeHo. So that's West Hollywood. For those that don't know, West Hollywood is like gay. Like, that's the gay neighborhood. That's where all the gays live. That's the gay bars and all that. That's where it is. And I've run into Hassan Piker multiple times. I've seen him holding hands with dudes, and he is the gayest fucking goose out there. But I don't think he's attractive, but I know girls and I guess guys out there think he's attractive because they're like, ooh, ooh. And I'm like, he's a fag, right? Like, and there's nothing wrong with that word, by the way. People like get on my ass about it. I'm like, I've been like, pretty much all my friends are gay. I have like, I can probably count on one hand how many straight friends I actually have in IRL. And I'm like, everybody says that. So it doesn't, I don't know. I feel like people could just get overly sensitive. Let me share this. I have no idea what's going on, but these things are like all over my freaking timeline. So I want to watch it with you guys because I haven't watched these. So I don't know what's exactly in them. But let's see. Whoa. Apparently this is like a big roast. So we'll see if it's interesting enough to like watch more. Yeah, let me show you guys what this says. Hassan tries calling out Ethan for being sponsored by Shopify only to realize he's also sponsored by Shopify. A debate is starting now. I guess this was like a 5-hour debate between these two. Let's see.
Hassan.
Which, by the way, this dude totally got on Ozempic, and kind of good for him because he used to have that thing where he didn't have like a chin or a jaw. It was just like a little bit of a nub and then like all fat. So good on him I guess this is what Ozempic was made for. But I think if he's way too skinny now. He needs to go to the gym and bulk up. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if this is interesting.
Is calling in, of course, at 12:30. I have 10 minutes to schlep around here. So I want to say, first of all, thank you to Shopify for sponsoring us. I also want to thank
Shopify sponsoring terrorism by way of, well, I guess they sponsor my podcast too, to be fair. So that's not surprising.
Oh my God.
Do you guys understand the
Oh God, I can't listen to. Okay, I thought I could do this. I can't listen to that guy. That guy's his voice irks my soul. Let's see. All right. Well, I don't. Let's see. I guess that wasn't even like the debate. Let's see. Let me get a clip of the actual debate. Or is this? Okay, I think I found one. All right. Did anybody watch all 5 hours of this? This person right here on this tweet says, didn't peg you to get into politics. Is this political? I don't know anything about this. No, I don't talk about politics here on my channel. I just saw this all over my timeline and I was like, what is this? So I figured we could all watch it together. But before we get into that, oh shit, where is this? Good morning. Oh my gosh, Mark, sorry, thank you for the $20. Why am I so short on here? Good morning, Anna. What a pleasant surprise to see you on this morning, getting ready to take one of my dogs to the vet to get shots for his arthritis. Oh, poor baby. What do you think of the Superman movie rumors? Oh my gosh, I did a video on it. I think it's stupid. I think this movie looks terrible, and if the rumors are true, it's going to be terrible. But thank you for the $20. Thank you for donating to the diaper / formula fund. Let's see. Let me get this tab pulled up so I don't just have like nothing in the background. Okay, this is 32 seconds long. Let me playback speed. We're just gonna go like 1.5 because I can't stand either of their voices. Junior, thank you for the 10. What's the deal with Jeremy Renner? I saw that you commented on his Rogan clip and wasn't sure if there was more to the story with him. Yes, I will talk about the Jeremy Renner. I've talked about the Jeremy Renner stuff before, but I can talk about it a little bit more. Okay, here we go. I guess this is political, but I don't. If it is political, I'm not going to have any interest in, and we won't have to talk about it. Yes, these two are very political. I don't watch either of them, so I wouldn't. Is that a One Piece thing on his carpet? Let me see. All right. Well, my entire timeline is like full of. Wait a second. Like, this is how you know this motherfucker is gay. He's got his name and is this a light up on the wall of like some dude flexing? Come on, that's the gayest fucking shit I have ever seen. No straight man would have this up on their wall. I rest my case. But this is just all up on my timeline. I haven't watched any of these videos. I don't know what they're about, but like, look, this person says in this tweet, watch the whole 5 hours together on stream today. In my opinion, the most impactful moment of the entire 5 hours. So this is 32 seconds. So let's see what this says.
I'm not defending the Nazis.
From separate countries, he would laugh at you.
Failure
Do you not understand?
to acknowledge the trauma of both groups is the reason why you are a radical fucking propagandist liar. Both trauma needs to be acknowledged by both groups. There's two things that need to be true for this ever to be resolved peacefully.
You're right.
Doesn't he kind of look like the goblins from Goblin Slayer? Like, look. Okay. Oh my God. Like, that's how interested I have in what they're talking about. Let me see. Okay, let me see. He does. This mofo looks like the fucking goblins from Goblin Slayer. I'm telling you. I like how they have like goat irises. Okay, look at. Just hear me out real fast. Okay, goblins, Goblin Slayer. Like, look. Come on. Come on. Oh my God. All right, so I think that they're talking about is this Israel-Palestine stuff? All right, I don't even think I shared audio. I don't want to listen to this. That was the most interesting part of the stream, the 5 hour stream that they did. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, no interest there. Let me see if I can find Junior the the Jeremy Renner comment. Yeah, people got mad at me. So I've talked about this before. Jeremy Renner and I grew up in the same town. One of my best friends, her mom used to babysit him. So everyone that I grew up with, like all of the older adults, like a lot of my teachers knew him and have met him, and like people have met him. I have kind of sort of met him. My little sister, her best friend, or like this is like take in mind, this is years and years ago. Her best friend at the time, because I don't even know if they're friends now, is his niece. So her mom is his sister. There you go. Sorry, I'm like scrolling through my replies to try to find this comment so I can pull up the video, because it was the one that Steph, my nerdy home, posted, and I commented on this like a couple days ago. So I want to find. I didn't watch the clip. I didn't watch Joe Rogan episode because I hate this jackass. He's here. Okay, I just found it. So he can be as fake as he wants online, but people that know him in real life know he's an absolute piece of shit. So here we go. So this is the clip. Steph, my nerdy home, posted it. She said, Jeremy Renner on Joe Rogan, definitely worth a listen. I listen to pretty much, like, I'll listen to Joe Rogan at the gym. I have everything on ×2 speed, though. So just when I listen to stuff on YouTube, I listen to everything at ×2 speed. I can't do regular speed, so if I have to listen to this, I have to. But I go through Joe Rogan episodes pretty quickly because I go to the gym pretty much every day. I listen to him, and then when I listen to him when I'm painting, I just need interesting podcasts. And a lot of time he's got interesting guests. If Jeremy Renner is going on a podcast, I mean, I will give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he had a come to Jesus moment after he almost died by getting didn't he get run over by a Zamboni or something? So maybe he had maybe the tractor change, maybe it did. But this dude is a fucking asshole. I'm going to tell you that right now. Everyone that knows him in real life knows he's a fucking asshole. He is so beyond full of himself. So, like I said before, I was in high school, and I'm the oldest out of like me and my sister. So I was the one that drove. And so I was supposed to be at this is a long time ago now. I've told this story many times. So if you guys go watch I can't remember if it was practice or like a water polo game or a water polo tournament. All I know is I got in trouble because I had to go pick my sister and her friend up and take them to, instead of this, I said, because like when I got the call, I'm like, just fucking walk. And they're like, no, yeah. Some moms are like anal about their kids walking. But basically, nobody could pick these kids up except for me. And I'm like, Jeremy Renner could have gone and picked up his fucking niece and my sister, but instead he was a big asshole about it. And I basically had to go and pick them up and drive them over to the house. And he was just like a fucking asshole. And I'm just like, oh my God. So all full of himself because, there'd be too much of a hassle because so many people would recognize him. Like, nobody gives a fuck who you are, dude. But, so you're saying the humble family man of the MCU is actually everybody that knows him. He is so full of himself. He has the biggest ego. He went to Bayer. So for those that don't know, so in the town where I went to high school, I went to high school in Modesto, California. There's like a bunch of high schools. There's Mohai, there's Davis, there's Joho. Okay, I'll say the actual names. So there's Modesto High. There's Thomas Downey High School, which is where I went to high school. The same high school George Lucas went to, by the way. There is Bayer, which is where he went to high school. There's Johansson. There's Enox. And I think that's it right now. Enox was like a new high school when I lived, when I was like living in Modesto and going to school in Modesto. But so he went to Bayer, which is my high school's like rival. So there's already that kind of, rivalry there. But maybe he doesn't like you personally. And it's not that. So my, like a bunch of my teachers knew him. Again, like my best friend from high school, her mom babysat Jeremy Renner when he was a little kid. And she said he was always a dick. Like he was an asshole as a child. He's an asshole as an adult. Like everyone that's ever met him in real life, and this is before he was famous, is like, he's a fucking asshole. Like he's not nice. He's not a nice person. And so seeing him get all famous and like, oh, Jeremy Renner, oh, he's like, it's funny because like obviously George Lucas went to like my high school. Everyone loves Star Wars and American Graffiti because American Graffiti is based on his time in Modesto and at high school. Except in American Graffiti, it's called Dewey instead of Downey. I can't remember off the top of my head why. But, everybody likes George Lucas, but they get it like he's George Lucas, kind of thing. But Jeremy Renner, I don't know. He's not, I wouldn't consider him an A-list actor. I don't think he was even like a standout actor in anything I've seen him in. Uh, Anna is the meanest person and then says stuff like this. I am actually not mean. I'm critical. I'm not mean unless somebody gives me a reason to be mean. I'm actually a pretty nice person. Generally. At least I think I am. He's B tier. I wouldn't even give him that. But anyway, so he's an asshole. Like he was an asshole to my friend's mom. Everyone that I know that knows him in real life knows that he's a fucking asshole and that he thinks he's better than everyone else. I mean, I think you do have to be a little bit of a narcissist to be a Hollywood actor, but I mean, at the same time, I don't know. I feel like not every single actor gets to start. Like, look at Keanu Reeves, right? Like, everyone that's ever met him, like, just talks about like what a great guy he is and how nice he is. So I think there is something to say about like, I guess not letting the fame get to your head. And again, it's not like he's some fucking A-list actor. So I said this. I said, fuck that bitch. He's so full of shit. Everyone that knows him IRL knows that. And like, I didn't even see this. Apparently, there's this whole freaking thread of people like commenting about this. So yeah, let's see. Wait, the jealousy reeks with you fake YouTube actors. I'm not an actor. I haven't even read these things. Oh my goodness. Like, come on, Anna. Okay, you don't even spell my name right. I'm not going to continue reading your tweet. Never heard anyone say this before in all the YouTube posts, X posts I've scrolled. Well, not everyone that knows him is on Twitter. Like, come on. Listen. Ask anyone from Modesto that knows him. He's a fucking asshole. That's the big story, guys. He's just, and I feel like that's a thing with a lot of these guys though, is they get famous and they're too good for the place that they came from. Ugh, my hair's all funky. See, this is my crazy. This is like I just woke up, put my hair up to go to the gym, and now it's all. The Town is a goat movie. I think I watched it in theaters with my mom, but I don't remember him being in it. Did your mom ask him out? And he said no. My mom is old. My mom is way too old. And I will say this. My mother is very good looking, especially like when she was younger. And she is way out of Jeremy Renner's league. Jeremy Renner is one of the ugliest people I've ever seen in my life. He is a complete butterface. I don't know how he is a Hollywood actor. Well, I mean, there's like Steve Buscemi, I guess, is like a Hollywood actor, but he's a comedian. Like Jeremy Renner's not funny, but everyone is. I don't understand the big like we love Jeremy Renner. I don't. I mean, maybe he had a near-death experience and now everybody likes him, but no, you're supposed to twirl your hair when letting it out. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I even did that wrong. Jeremy Renner has little man syndrome. I feel like that would be more of a Tom Cruise thing. I like Hawkeye. He was likable in 28 Weeks Later. I've never seen 28 Weeks Later. I am terrified of zombies. I can't do zombie movies. I am the biggest freaking scaredy cat when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I can't watch. He's not a crazy leftist. That's enough. Listen. Just because he might not talk about his political views doesn't mean he's not right in line with a lot of the Hollywood stuff. But anyways, yeah, no. So I'm just. But this theme actually just popped up on my timeline again. So I probably am getting in trouble for this. I haven't really looked at it since I woke up, but let me pull this up. I tweeted this last night because my entire timeline is flooded. It's like the blonde chick that was at the park that said the N-word. That's all over my timeline. The Ethan Klein versus Hassan is all over my timeline. I guess people are asking me about the Jeremy Renner thing, but then where is it? Let me find this tweet. Okay, so I tweeted this because the whole Thunderbolts, that was the name of the movie. Thunderbolts is out. And so here's the thing. I like Florence Pugh. I think she's a good actress. That being said, what's this one do? Oh, that one did nothing. I like this one better. Okay. Florence Pugh, there's something that's been bothering me about her, and it's that, okay, I don't know. A lot of you are gentlemen in the chat. I don't know if you guys ever played with Barbies, but one of the things about Barbies, if their head comes off, if a Barbie, because Barbie has like the super long, thin neck, and there's some kind of like device that holds Barbie's head in. And if that breaks and your Barbie's head comes off, the only solution is like to put the head back on, is to jam it on. And then you get this. This is what happens. So Barbie basically loses her neck. And I'm just like, this is Florence Pugh's body type. Oh, Florence Pugh. Oh, is that her name? Did I say her name wrong? Oh my God. I can't even edit this. Oh my God. Whose last name is Pa? Why am I blinking this? So see, that's how much I follow her. I didn't even get her fucking name right. Her name's Florence Pugh. That's awful. Delete. Why do I think her name's Florence Pa? Whose name is Pa? No, I am right. It is Florence Pa. I'm fucking right. I just Googled it. That's her fucking name. It just came up. Well, okay, she's going viral because she's wearing, well, the Thunderbolt is out, but there's like some dress that she was wearing at some kind of like red carpet event, and her nipples are out. And I'm just like, I'm not having that on my timeline because it'll get like censored, and then I don't want to share that stuff on Twitter. I literally just typed in her name to see. I just typed in Pa, and like she's all over. It says Florence Pugh, Florence Pugh, Florence Pugh. And apparently she does this all the time. She has her nipples out. I don't know why. It's not like I wouldn't peg her as like the busty type, but apparently she's got her nipples out all the time. It is Pa, she says. Yeah, she got great note. Really? I wouldn't really consider, but whatever. It's definitely Pew. Okay, well, it's spelled, I just looked it up. It is spelled correctly, so. Okay. Oppenheimer. I didn't watch Oppenheimer. I watched, what was that movie? I finally watched Midsummer. That movie is fucking terrible. I don't know why so many people are like, oh, I love Midsummer. Midsummer's a great movie. No, it's awful. And she's the fucking villain in the movie. She's absolutely awful. Like, I know there's like the death cult that's killing everyone, but Mofo's just as fucking bad. It's like, I know your boyfriend cheated on you, but it's like, you were like a needy, clingy piece of shit. It was like so all about yourself the entire time. Like that guy was a fucking angel for putting up with her character to begin with. But anyway, she just like picks him to die. It's like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. But anyways, I noticed that she had a unique body type, and which was extremely familiar. Come on. Like, it's the same freaking picture. But now I have weirdos in my DMs like, you're just jealous. I'm like, how come it's like if I can be critical of a man, but the second that I'm critical of a woman, that makes like me saying stuff about men, that's okay. You don't even say jealousy. But the second I'm critical of a woman, oh, you're just saying that because you're jealous. Like, no. Aside from maybe like her financial freedom, there's nothing that she has that I want. I mean, I haven't seen her closet, but like maybe she's got some great shoes that I would like. But aside from that, like she really doesn't have anything that I desire. But I think she's a good actress from the few things that I have seen her in. But I just think that it is it's striking how much her body type, and people are like, you're attacking her, you're calling her ugly. I'm like, I compared it to a Barbie doll. I'm sorry, but I don't think anyone ever when they say Barbie, I don't think people think of Barbie as ugly. I'm just saying she looks like a Barbie whose head has come off and then has been pushed back on. And I think I'm pretty spot on with that. Somebody else said, I haven't watched your boy Zach's review, but somebody said in my comments something about your boy Zach saying the same thing. Let's see. Is it? And I didn't even notice she had that nose ring. Where is it? I don't know. There's a lot of freaking comments. I like how somebody's defense is to post. Is that an AI image? She looks better with dark hair. Actually, you know what? This person's spot on. She does look better with dark hair, and longer hair looks much better on her, I will say. But where? Oh my God. How many comments? I haven't checked on this since last night. I went to bed pretty early. Oh my God. The 90-day fiance, dude. Oh my goodness. But okay, is that? No, that's not her. But like, look at even here. She's like her neck. Where is her neck? Where is? I don't know. I can't find the your boy Zach comment, but apparently your boy Zach was distracted because she has no neck. It is very bothersome. I don't know why that is. I mean, maybe she's just a girl that like carries all of her like weight in her face and like it looks like her arms and stuff. But I think she's a great actress. I think from what I have seen her, and she's pretty good, but she's got that body type. I don't think that's very controversial, but apparently I am the worst person and the most like jealous chick in the world for saying that. And I'm like, I'm just stating facts, man. I'm just stating facts. Oh my God, freaking Jay Bama. Okay, so silver sneakers are old people. Jay Bama, my goal at the gym is to get in, do my workouts, and get the fuck out. If I can go to the gym, aside from saying good morning to the guy at the front desk without speaking or interacting with another human being, it's a good time. I do not need to be around people. Let me see. I'll pull up Jay Bama's tweet so you guys can say. There is this like really old couple at the gym though, and the guy's like with a cane, and I'm like, if this guy can go to the gym every day and his like wife's over like working out like hardcore lifting weights and stuff, if that guy can go to the gym, anyone can go to the gym. Okay, so here we go. That Stars Girl fresh out of her silver sneakers class with the gals. I guess so silver, I guess old people. Okay, I get it. Also, Jay Bama, don't ever start a tweet with a tag. Put like a period first because it'll only show up as replies. But this is what he means. I know. I know a lot of women dress like, oh, let me get all like in my tight shorts and like my sports bra. I do have a sports bra on, but I'm like, I need to sweat, so I need to be all bulked up. And I mean, I'm wearing like kind of nice yoga pants. I got them, I think, when I was in high school. I think they're Michael Kors yoga pants. I got them at like Ross or something. But yeah, I'm like, I do not need to look attractive at the gym. The gym is the last place I will ever put any effort in to be looking good. I look like I just rolled out of bed and put gym clothes and went to the gym because that's exactly what it is. I'm actually working. And maybe if I was doing different types of exercises or working out on different like types of machines or weights, maybe I would change my getup a little bit, but this serves me well. So I do cardio for 40 minutes, and that's all like uphill, like up on the incline, 3 miles an hour, if not more, depending on what kind of mood I'm in. And then after cardio, I go, it depends on the day. There's been this fat chick, and I get it. I'm like, okay, good on you for, working out, because you could just stay at home and continue eating donuts. But this chick, she's on the heavier side, significantly heavier side, but she has been stealing my ab machine. So I go to the gym by myself, so I don't have a spotter, so it's not like I can go and like do all the weights. And I'm just like, I'll go to the machines and just use that, and I'll be good. But so there's this one ab machine, and so like you hold the arms out and like you do like the crunches, and it's supposed to work out all of your abs, so the lower ones too. And so because I had to have a C-section for my like when I had a baby, it is, you know, did you guys hear that? My dog just did something. But anyways, I've been healing. And so it's not completely like healed yet. I mean, it might look on the outside that it's healed, but I guess like the inside and internal, like I can finally take like a deep breath again. And I can, it's like weird. It's like I can feel it where they cut me open. I was like, gross. But I need like the machine so that way it's like there's some kind of like protection there if I have to stop. And so I go to this like, I have my little regiment. I go to this one machine and I do the leg machines. I do the arm machines, like depending on if it's arm day or leg day. But I make sure that every day is ab day because I'm trying to build up my abs because when I got pregnant, one of the things I didn't know this is your abs will split down the middle. So your belly can expand. It's weird. It's like either your abs split down the middle or your abs just push out and it splits on the side of the abs. So mine split down the middle. So I'm rebuilding my core muscles. And that's essential for me. And also I need to get rid of the whatever like little baby weight is there, which I don't think it's bad. Here, let me. I don't know if you guys can see. It's like my tummy. I don't have it. Like I don't have a tummy anymore. See, my abs are like back. So my stomach's back to being flat again. It's just I want my muscle back. I don't like the fact that my abs split, so I'm like rebuilding my core. So I do the ab machines. This one chick, she's so fat and she has the worst, like most putrid perfume you guys can imagine. Like imagine like wet dogs that killed wet cats that has been sitting in a jar for like the past 50 years. And then somebody like decided to get potpourri and jam it in there. Like that is the scent of this perfume. And I want to gag. And I have to get to the freaking machine before this bitch does. Cause she gets on it and then she does it for like 5 seconds. And then she's on her phone and she's always on the phone talking in Spanish to someone. And I'm like, bitch, I know everyone here has headphones on, but the fact that I'm listening to a podcast and I can still hear your fucking conversation, shut the fuck up. Like, you should, if you're here working out, you should be working out. Like, I don't have breath to go and, talk to someone on the phone while I'm doing my workouts. It's so freaking irritating, but that is, so I go and, do that. And then I go on that machine. There's these other machines I call the OnlyFans machines because it's supposed to be working out like the muscle like on your inner thighs. And so another thing that happened to me when I was pregnant was I didn't know this, but you get terrible acid reflux, especially if like your baby has a lot of hair, which me and Peaches are basically monkey people. So of course our baby was going to have a lot of hair. And so you have to sleep on like one side or else like the acid will like go up your stomach. And I already am a side sleeper, but being pregnant, it got worse. And so like it messed up my hips. So my hips are slightly off. So I noticed when I was doing cardio that my leg would fall asleep. So it's like my left side. So from my hip down, like my leg would start falling asleep when I was walking. I was like, what the fuck is wrong? So I went to a chiropractor and she's like, oh yeah, your hips are like tilted off. And she's like, that's really common when you get pregnant. And she's like, what you have to do is you have to do like these certain workouts and like do all these stretching and lunges. And she's like, really focus more on like this side. So that way your hips go from tilted to aligned. And so I did, and I've been doing that. So I do the ab. I used to do that ab machine last until that bitch started showing up and hogging it. So wait, adductor and abductor machine are the OF machine or good girl and bad girl machine. Oh my God. Well, so, show us the C-section scar. You guys cannot see it. Like, here's my thing. You would not even see the C-section scar if I was wearing a swimsuit. That's how low it is. I'd basically be showing you guys my lady bits to show you guys that it is so low. But which is good. But ladies, man, no, I keep fucking forgetting. But you know what? You reminded me. It's right here, ladies, man. I'm gonna send it. I'm sorry. I keep fucking forgetting. I'm sorry. I will send it though. It's still Friday. I will send it. I need OMG. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. I know I made a note to myself, but I did it here. I'm gonna just print. I will. You know what I will do for you right now? I'm gonna print out the label right now, ladies, man. I'm gonna go. I'll stop exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna go onto my email. I'm gonna get your freaking address. Why did I get logged out of all my accounts? That's really annoying. Gmail. I'm assuming that your Gmail account is not ladies, man. As I pull everything up. Oh my goodness, what is this? Holy shit. Whoa, John Drake, thank you for the 200 euro super chat. Anna, I've been following you for several years now, and to see you go from someone who was very bleak and pessimistic about motherhood to a mom full of joy and love has been wonderful to witness. So happy for you and your young family. Here's something for the Go Mom. Oh my God, John, that's so nice. Thank you. I know you can't like see my face. Holy shit, thank you. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. That's so freaking kind of you. Was I really that pessimistic? I guess it was more of a fear thing. But thank you so much. That's really, really kind of you. Oh my goodness. I don't want to take like a shot or anything because like, it's like 6 in the morning. I want to start drinking, but thank you so much, dude. That's really, really kind of you. Yeah, I told Peaches, I was like, if I would have known, like I'm always like holding the baby and I'm like, I would have known this is what it was like. I would have like had babies a lot sooner and I would have a ton of babies. I told Peaches like, we could have had like 10 of these by now. And I'm really mad at you for not telling me how wonderful this is. And he's like, I tried telling you, I tried a shot of water. Okay. I guess I'll drink more of my water. Like there's this one woman that I follow. And I made everyone follow this. I even made Gina Carano follow her. That's how much I love her account. If you guys have an Instagram, you guys need to follow this lady. She's called, her name's Hannah, but what's blanking on her last name? But so she is Mormon and she lives in Utah, but she's like drop dead gorgeous. And she has like the most wholesome content ever. It's called The Ballerina Farm. And people like try to attack her all the time. So I didn't know this because like it popped up on my timeline one time about like the controversy over the Ballerina Farm. So this is her and her husband. They have 8 children. This woman has had 8 babies. So it's called The Ballerina Farm because she went to school at Juilliard. She's a Juilliard trained ballerina. This is her husband. I guess he's also Mormon. And they have 8 babies. They have 8 little kids. So they have 3 boys and then 5 girls. They had 5 girls in a row. She actually posted a video of her giving birth on her Instagram account. It's crazy. Like she's in a bathtub and she just pops baby out. It's like, what the fuck? And she's like in perfect, like, look at how beautiful she is. And she posts like, she used to post more cooking videos, which I loved, but she like makes everything from scratch. But I guess the controversy is her husband, his dad is the creator of JetBlue, the airplane line, or like the airline. That was the correct word I'm looking for. So he's like worth like $100 million or something. So everyone's like, oh well, like that's how they can afford their lifestyle. Not everyone can do this because they have like a business, and so they have like a subscription thing. So it's like this is their product. So they sell like milk and meat and stuff, and so you can get like subscription boxes and they'll ship you like a bunch of meat, and then like I guess you can get like cookies, and so she pre-makes all this food and like you guys can just like order it and like make it. And I'm like, wait, so people are giving her shit because she didn't disclose that her husband is like a millionaire. I'm like, she doesn't hide it. Like their real names are on here. And her husband has an account too. So it's like, so you're giving them shit because instead of just being like spoiled, rotten trust fund kids, they have a farm and they're raising a family. And they're starting like a business that's employing like multiple people. How awful. Like instead of her being like Kim Kardashian, she's like, let me make videos of me making food for my children. Like, how awful, right? But it's like the most wholesome, sweet content. I've never seen her fight with anyone. I've never seen a single negative comment, and her videos get like millions of views. They went to Ireland for like the past, like, it feels like forever, but I guess 12 weeks they were living in Ireland taking some cooking classes. But see, this is how I found her. It was, she just like films herself in her kitchen making food, and like there's always like kids running around and like helping her out. And see, I'm like, this is actually I feel like this is what women should be striving for. Honestly, like if I could have 8 kids, I probably would. Now that I have one, and everyone says, it's like, oh, the first kid is the best. The first kid's always like an angel, and then the second kid's a little terrorist. And I'm just like, well, but I feel like it would be better if you had more than. Let me see if I can go back and find. The one thing about Instagram is you can't search like by most popular video. Like, look, she's like, I guess her husband's got $100 million, and she just got a full length mirror in her house. Like, her house is so Spartan. Oh yeah, and she's also so beautiful. She's a beauty pageant queen. Like, she was they have Miss America, and then they have Mrs. America. She's been Mrs. America like multiple times. But so like, look, this is their family. Look at how wholesome this is. Like, look at all their babies and stuff. I'm like, this is the dream. Like, I don't know if I grew up on a farm. I don't, like, as an adult, it's a lot of work. I don't know if I necessarily would want to have, like, go back to doing all that work. My dad hurt himself really bad last month. So I actually had to go up and take care of my dad. And I was like, I haven't done, like, ranch work in a long time, but I basically had to do all of my dad's chores because my dad was bedridden. He couldn't get up. And so I had to take care of my father, take care of my daughter, my baby, like my helpless little baby that can't walk, that can't talk, that can't do anything for herself. So I had to take care of my dad, my baby, and the entire ranch all by myself for like a week. And I was like, this is a lot of work. I don't remember it being like this, but I didn't have a baby on top of that. So it's like, had to take care of all the cats, all the animals, the peacocks, the plants. So it was a lot. It was a lot of work. And then also like feed myself and 2 other people. It was a lot of fucking work. So I don't know if I'd necessarily want to be back on a farm, but I think I enjoyed my childhood growing up on a ranch. So I think if I would ever do that again, it would be more for my children. But I told Peaches I want to have 4. I don't think he wants to, but I think I might be able to talk him into it. But yeah, if I could go back in time, I would not listen to anything. Like, look at how wholesome this is. Okay, I don't know. Let me get a better video. Where's her cooking videos? Her cooking videos are the best. But if I could go back in time and like have more children, I would. How's my dad? He's good. He's not back to full, to full. So my dad hurt himself really bad. I guess he was pruning one of his trees and he like collapsed because he like pinched his sciatic nerve. So my dad was just like, when I got there, it was really bad. He was screaming. I've never seen my dad in that much pain. Now, to be fair, I'm the biggest I have the lowest pain tolerance, and I get it from my dad. My dad is I love my dad, but he and I are both like ginormous babies when it comes to being like, look at this, look at all the eggs. They have a bunch of chickens. They just have all these eggs, and they just like, look, see, I wasn't getting, she's a fucking beauty queen. And this is 7 days after she gave birth to her last baby. She literally popped out a baby and then was doing this beauty pageant. Like, look, this is 7 days after shoving a baby out of herself. She's looking like that, like great content. But yeah, like, see, I'm not kidding. Look, their baby. She gave birth to baby. Baby? Here's a video. She posted a fucking video of her giving birth to her baby. Here's her and like her husband. It's like a little reel talking about what they're going to name their baby. And then here she is at a beauty pageant a week later. Like, what? Who the fuck does that? But yeah, so if I could go back in time, I would have had, I would have just, me and Peaches, we just got married right when we started dating, and I would have just started popping out babies because I love my baby and I want like 100 more of them, but I know that I can't realistically because, you know, it's too late. It's too late. Peaches says he doesn't want to have kids after he reaches a certain age. And I'm like, well, that's not fair because I'm like significantly younger than you. So maybe I can talk him into, I think I can talk him into having 4. Well, that would be 3 more. And unfortunately, there's a high probability of us having twins because Peaches is a twin and twins run in both of our families and we're Portuguese. So let's be realistic about that. So I'm like, I don't know. I think I can talk him into 4, but I don't think, how old are you? I'm young, but Peaches is older than me and Peaches doesn't want to have kids after a certain age, which I understand. And at the same time, it's like kids are expensive. So it's like, how much can we both like realistically afford is also a big question there. So it's a few factors, but it's our age and also, I mean, my age is fine, but you know, more so his. He doesn't want to have 8 kids after a certain age, and I understand. He had his daughter when he was younger, and like in his 20s, and so my stepdaughter is going to be 15 this year. So he's already done all that. He's totally fine doing it, again, obviously, because we have the baby. But, and I get it. Kids are expensive. So it's like, how much can we realistically afford? And also, it's like age. So, what? You can have them up until you are 37? Okay. That's not true either, because my mom had me when she was in her late 30s and my sister's in her 40s. So you can have kids older. A lot of women are having kids older in life. Peaches is 37. Where did you get that? Peaches isn't 37. Also, please stop trying to dox mine and my husband's ages. If you guys do, I will block you. There was somebody on Twitter posting photos of me when I was a minor and going around and like when I'm a teenager. So it's not like I'm like too young of a child, but I am a teenager, trying to like say that I'm ugly. And I'm like, the second you post like a photo of me, like, I get it if I have already posted this photo before. Like I've shown you guys pictures of me as a kid with my stupid bowl haircut. That's fine. But I don't even know where these people got these photos of me. But I'm like a teenager in these photos and people are using that to spread around the internet saying how ugly I am. And like, and they're trying to say my nose is big. And I'm like, my nose is fine. I have like, I've said this before. I have a Scandinavian nose. I have my great grandma's Viking nose, which I really like. My nose, I think, is pretty cool and pretty unique. And also, it's like always the ugliest people that are saying shit about. It's like people that it's like, it would be nice of me to, call them ugly because, they're horrific looking monsters. But yeah, they have no morals. But I don't know how, because I've never even seen these photos. Because like my friend like did this like whole photo thing in black and white. So I've never even seen these photos in color. And they have these photos in color of me when I'm a young teenager. And they're spreading it around the internet to try to say how ugly I am. And I'm like, first off, the only true horrendous thing about that photo is the fact that my eyebrows are like tweezed to basically sticks, which is I don't know what I was doing back then. But like my friend like was like a photographer and was doing like, I don't know, she wanted to do like photo shoots and stuff, and she asked me to model for her, and she like wanted to use all my Star Wars like props and stuff, and so I did it for her. But yeah, I don't get it. But so yeah. So don't, please, if you guys are doxing personal information about me, I will block you. So don't post my name, my husband's name, our ages, and like, I don't know, going out of your way to stalk and to like find pictures of me when I'm a minor to post that. Like that's fucking weird as well. So if any of that stuff comes up, I'm going to block you. And if mods see anyone doing that, give them a warning if they continue to do that. Well, if they're doxing mine or my husband's name, block them instantly. But yeah, that stuff doesn't need to be on the internet. Creepy is an understatement, J Bama. Also, good morning, Katie. I think I saw you in the chat. But yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't get it. Minor, when did you join a coal mine? Under 18. There we go. Alexander the Great. When posting photos of me under 18. Let's see. Did you you still want to give away or sell your hot toys? I don't want to sell them. I want to do giveaways for my members, but I was told that that is like considered gambling or like raffles. But I wanted to do something nice for my members. And that was what I was going to do because I have all these hot toys. So my plan was to review them and then, tell everyone like, hey, if you're a member of my channel, once a month, I'll do like giveaways for you guys. And I'll pick, if you're a member, you'll get a link for something so you can sign up for the member or for the I guess, raffle or not raffle. You guys can sign up and then I'll pick somebody from my channel memberships. Cecil shaved your channel. Let's see. I don't know. Anyways. Let's see. Is this the person that posted it? Are you the person that posted that? That's a Danish potato nose. My nose does not look like a potato. Are you the person that posted that on Twitter? Because I think I blocked you. But yeah. If you want to throw in a hot toy with my calendar. No, ladies, man, I'm not doing that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Cecil said you hit the wall like Cody driving. Cecil is just saying that because he hit the wall and he's super fat and I'm back in shape. But yeah. Anyways, let me see. I think there's a couple super chats that I missed. Let me grab them. Yorkshire Shaft. Thank you for the 5. Now the fact is Anna has the bod here to the nappy fund from the UK. Beautiful. Oh wait. Sorry, I'm like, I don't know why I just am reading this weird. Maybe it's because it's 6 a.m. and it's finally hitting me. Now, the fact is Anna has the bod here to the nappy fund from the UK. Beautiful. Love that you can dress down for a gym and still look hot as lava. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know why when I read that I was so confused, but thank you. Thank you. I don't feel hot, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I like compliments. I am a woman after all. That was nice. That was nice to hear. Deranged Lunatic, aka DL, thank you for the $1.99. Anna says, keep them barefoot and pregnant. I wouldn't say barefoot. Like, I have no padding on my feet. Peaches and I were it was funny. We never get to like cuddle anymore because like one of us is always holding the baby. So like the baby was asleep in bed. And so like Peaches was sitting on the chair and I went over to like sat on him and I was freezing because I had gotten home from the gym and I was like drenched in sweat. And this was before I took a shower. And so I was like, I just wanted to like sit and like, he's basically a heater because boys are like basically heaters. And then when I sat on him, I was like, oh, you're so warm. And I like touched him with my cold hands. He's like, you're freezing. I'm like, I know. But I had like kicked off my shoes and he had kicked off his shoes. And then we were talking about, I don't know, something, but I was like trying to play footsies with him and he kept like laughing at like how long my toes were. Cause my like toes are as long as my pinky, but like my big toe is my little toe, if that makes any sense. Like my big toe is so much smaller than the rest of my toes. Like my fat, big main toe and my little pinky toe are basically the same size. It's weird. And so I have like really freakishly long, my sisters would always call them alien toes and like alien feet. And so Peaches has like fat hobbit feet. And I'm just like, we were talking because the baby has my feet and she's got my feet and my hands and like my hair and everything else. She's basically just a copy and paste of Peaches. But he like made a comment about like, he's like, how do you even walk? You have no padding on your feet. It's like my hands are like wrinkly, like old people. And he's right. Like there's no meat on my hands. Like even like my ring, it's a size 3 and it's still too big for me. Like I have really skinny, long fingers and I have really skinny, long toes. And like they are basically fingers. He's like, have you ever lost a finger? He's like, you could just replace it with one of your toes. And I was like, yeah. And you could never replace a finger with your toes because they're fat little like sausage toes. And so we were laughing about that. I don't know why I got on this topic, but yeah. The barefoot and pregnant. Oh, yeah, it's because I'm not an advocate for barefoot. I have to wear I have the most ugly grandma Tempur-Pedic sandal things. And it's like walking on clouds, but I have to be wearing shoes or else it's really painful. But I will say this, when I was on the ranch, my parents never we always had gravel, rock gravel, and it was always sharp little daggers. And so I could walk on that barefoot for whatever reason, no problem, because I guess my feet are like leather, I guess. OG fans when Star Wars was just Star Wars member for 6 months. Thank you so much. Hot Toys giveaway on this channel. Awesome. I was going to do it. That was my plan, but I was told that that's technically illegal because it's gambling, which sucks because that was going to be my plan. I was going to, I already have all these Hot Toys. I was going to do a review video of them. And in the video, I was going to say, hey, if you guys remember my channel, I'm going to give this away to a member of my channel, and, but I guess that I can't do that, which sucks. Dreams of AKL. I read that one. Sorry. I'm not unstarring them, which I should be. Jedi Dad 81. Thank you for the 2. As 18, I used to look like a Backstreet Boy. Which one? I feel like that was a whole generation. Oh, thank you for the super chat, by the way. I feel like that was the whole generation. All of the Backstreet Boys. Do it in secret. Contact winners in private after reviews. No, because I would have to because I would have to let all of the members know about it. I see trading card giveaways all over YouTube. Yeah, but that's for I'm specifically doing it for my members, for only my members. And so I guess you can't do that because that's raffling, which I don't get. No, you can do that. I've won a giveaway Hot Toys on other channels and they do giveaways all the time. Yeah, but that's for everyone. I'm trying to do it for this is only for people that actually support my channel. So if you're a member for my channel, and I think the cheapest one is, let me go. I don't know what my members are set at, but let me go look up my memberships. Because let's see, where is memberships? Membership. Okay, so the membership tab. What can it? Okay, I maybe have to be logged into a different account to see memberships. Show perks info. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I think I have to be in a different account to look at my memberships, but it was supposed to only be for members. If it's exclusive for supporters, I don't see how that's raffling because you have to pay. So memberships are paid supporters of my channel. So, I don't remember what my lowest tier is. Maybe you guys can tell me in the chat, but you would have to be a member of my channel. And because I didn't want somebody that has never watched my content before that just clicks on a video and be like, oh, this chick I don't even subscribe to is doing a raffle giveaway. Okay, here we go. $199 or $199.99. Okay, I would need to add a $5.99 in there or something. Let's see. Yeah, so it's for $2, you have the potential to win that. So I think that that's pretty reasonable, but I guess that's considered raffles and you can't do raffles on YouTube. I guess that's illegal. So, but I was going to try to do that because I didn't want someone that's never watched my channel or my content isn't even subscribed to me to just come across a random video and then oh, I want to win this thing. And then they submit it and then they do. I think that sucks. I would only want to do it for people that support my channel in some way, shape, or form. I think that's pretty reasonable considering these toys are $300, because it's you could potentially pay $199 and then win a $300 toy. So I thought that was a good idea, but then Cecil told me that no, you guys actually can't do that because it's considered illegal. I'm well, that sucks. That sucks. Let's see. Oh, J Bam, I just saw your message. says, could you give hot toys away to random backers of your iBook? I guess I could, but I wanted it to be an ongoing series here on my channel that I would do one review, like I'd do a review of a Hot Toys once a month, and then at the end of the month I would announce who won. So I'd give people like basically, thank you for the super chat. I would give people like a month to potentially sign up for like a member of my channel and then like do reviews that or to sign up to do reviews and then potentially win. So it would be like a monthly thing. So if you didn't win this month, you could potentially win next month. So I thought that would be fun, but no. Oh, I just sent you the super chat as you read. It's okay. Thanks for the. I don't usually have my DMs open, but I did happen to like pull it up and look over. But thank you. I can't believe Russell Hall is missing the stream. Oh, he'll probably watch the repeat. Russell's probably still sleeping. Good old Russell. Let's see. What does it say? Brian Polito raffles with backers' numbers or just randomly throws them in. I guess. Which, speaking of, because I haven't chilled this at all. Guys, we are so close to hitting the goal on the eye project. So if you guys don't know, if you guys wondered what all these eyes were doing on the wall next to me, well, I have a campaign that's live now on Indiegogo. It's called the Eye Project. So I am trying to get all of these eyes made into a book. And so every single eye that I have painted has been from one of my backers. So one of you guys in the audience believed in me and wanted to help me out with this process and sent me a photo of your eye so I could paint it. And I did pretty much all of these paintings live on air. So you guys have been following this for a while. If you've been following me, then you guys know that I've been up to this, and I'm trying to make this into a little hardcover book, and it's called The Eye Project. So this is my goal, is to make it. I need $5,000 minimum to make it happen, and so I have this up here, and then here's like a closer look. So see, I painted this. This I think was like the third eye that I painted, and I've just been trying. My goal was to better my skill, and the best way to do this is practice, practice, practice. And so, guys, it is at $4,172. We got 8 days left. Can we do it? Can we get to $5,000 in a week? Can we do it? They've gotten so much better. Thank you. Yeah, that was the whole point. Practice makes perfect. So I've been trying my freaking best to, let me see. I think, here we go. This is a video that has it just goes through every single eye. It's like a little, little time lapse things of this. So let's see. Anna showed great patience on Jack Show. All those interruptions, guys. I can't. At this point, I'm just like, oh my gosh. I love Cecil. That mofo interrupts everyone. Mark Zart, thank you for the 5. I see you are now that Star Trek girl. Did you meet William Shatner again? How are the baby possums doing? I'm gonna cry. My dog killed him. Well, she killed one. I haven't seen the other ones. The one that was like in here that I was feeding that's missing its tail. I think that's the one she killed, which is the one that I liked. I'm gonna cry. I wasn't prepared for that. Yeah, go and back my book if you guys haven't already. I'd really, really appreciate the support. Help me make this book happen. Oh my gosh, why do you know share screen? Share. Click share. Wait a second, this went up. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, guys. We are less than $800 away from meeting the goal. I am gonna have, if this does meet its goal, I'll have it go for another 30 days. And I got to talk to the lady, the printer lady, about how much it would cost to have all 200 eyes in one book, because this one was it's kind of harder to get it funded. So I don't know if I'll ever do it again. So I'm like, maybe, I don't know, let me ask you guys in the chat. Would you guys rather have one book with everything or multiple little books with everything. Shane brought up your tatas last night. Oh, well, how nice of him. Thank you. Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate it. Yeah, people are talking about my possum video, and I guess I it was cold. It was cold, and I didn't realize. One big coffee table book. Well, I'll show you guys my inspiration. So I don't know if you guys know the artist Liana Heath. She worked for Disney, Cartoon Network. She does a lot of like cool little art things. But so she came out with, these are her books, which is my inspiration. So she paints like tiny little mermaids. And so this is art book 1 that she made. I know I got like paint on it, but this is the first book. So they're little, and then they like the edges, it's all gold. It's nice, like high quality paper. So she draws like little mermaids. And so this is just like, it's like an art book with just like all of her little mermaids on it. Isn't it so cute? It's so cute and so sweet. This book, I think, is about, it's 131 pages. And she always had it. I don't know if it's in this one. And the second one, so this is like, the last page is like, this is how she used to draw versus like, she got a lot better as she got older. But so this is book 1, and then this was book 2. And I met her in person. And I think she signed it for me. Yeah, but it's super sweet. So it inspired me, and I was like, okay, I just want to do like a small little coffee table book. So I wanted to do something like that. And I know it's not as interesting as a comic book, but this is something that I like. And I've said this many, many times. I'm like, I think I'm really boring. I don't think I'm like that interesting. So like the fact that there's all of these people here that like watch me on the internet, it's kind of blows my mind still to this day. It's like I kind of have to pinch myself because I think I'm a really boring person. And the things that I like, not everybody likes. That not everyone is interested in the stuff that I'm interested. But yeah, it's all the stuff that I like. Yeah. Yeah. So this is, and I honestly just wanted to get better because I was doing, before they kind of, turned on Cecil and my other friends, I had been working with Dynamite Comics. I did that Vampirella cover, and then because it sold so well, Nick, who owns Dynamite Comics, said I could do covers for any of their other IPs. And so I wanted to do Xena because I grew up watching Xena when I was a little kid with my sisters, and I like Xena. So I did a big painting. Here, I'll show you. I will show you my Xena painting. So I did this painting. It's an oil painting, and I kept repainting her eye over and over again. And it wasn't capturing the essence that I wanted to. I finally got it to be the way I wanted it, but I was like, okay, I need to practice. So that's kind of where it started. But yeah. You're a friend, Anna. Stop talking gay. What was gay? But so yeah, I had a plan to do like that. One was obviously painted, and I was working on the video, and so I was supposed to go first, and then Cecil was supposed to launch his cover like a week after mine, but I told him just to go first because I'm still working on my painting video, because I'd been working on that painting for months, and I had all this video footage that I was trying to edit down into a video, and then everything happened and they canceled Cecil's project, so my project basically canceled as well. But I was going to be it was going to be Xena, Red Sonja, and Deja Thoris. And you see how like hers was like blue and orange, and it was supposed to be like a sunset. And so like colors, like, so they were supposed to be like kind of a cryptic cover, and all the colors were going to like match with one another. So it would have been whatchamacallit? It was supposed to be like that, and then obviously things happened the way that they did, and that didn't end up happening, but it is what it is. I still have that painting, though. I haven't decided what I want to do with it, like if I want to sell it or not. But anyways, back to the eye project. I was trying, after that painting, I'm like, I need to get better at painting eyes and like capturing like the essence, like the soul, like the feeling, which I think I kind of did. Like, because if you look at these eyes, it's not like dead eyes. It's like I feel like I got pretty good at capturing the emotion behind whatever the person was feeling. Yeah, at least I think I did. But so trying, you guys all helped me. So now I have the book. If you guys are interested. Anyways, I totally got distracted and lost my train of thought there. But anyways, holy movie star. Thank you for the 2. It's because you're a genuine person. People like your content. Oh, thank you. I pissed off Star Wars YouTubers. There's people going around like talking shit about like my videos because I didn't know that like Andor was like the end all be all, but it's so fucking stupid. And this person that's like a Star Wars YouTuber was like, because when I post videos on YouTube, I make a post about it. I'm like, here's my new video. And some Star Wars YouTuber quote tweeted it and was like, we just watched this girl. She's so stupid. All she did in this video was badly recap the show and then say how stupid it was. I'm like, did you watch the show? But they're all sensitive because they're like, they all like it. And then there's not very many people that like are still watching Star Wars, let alone reviewing it. So everyone's saying that they like it. And like me and like maybe 1 or 2 other people are calling out how bad it is. And because we're contradicting what they're saying, they're all sensitive and losing their minds about it. It's very amusing, but it's like, yes, I think it's stupid that in Star Wars, the Rebel Alliance turn on one another because they're too stupid to walk 20 meters over to the fucking temples where there's food and shelter. They're staying there and they're shooting each other. And to stop the shoot off, they decide to play rock, paper, scissors. I'm sorry, but that's fucking retarded. But yeah, they're mad at me. They are mad at me. I'm controversial again. Berserker Reaper 2518. Thank you for the 2. Any update on the calendar shipping date? No, it's at the printer. I'm waiting on the printer. I do need to make an update on my Indiegogo page about it. I'm sorry, I haven't done that. Let's see. Oh, what's up, Grizzy? How you doing? Oh, what the fuck, Anna? You were up early or going to bed late? Both actually. So I go to the gym every day at 3. I work out at the gym from 3:30 to 5:30. Got to get back in shape after the baby. So what I usually do is I wake up at like 5 p.m. and then probably earlier than that because I always wake up before Peaches gets home from work. I'm awake between 4 and 5 p.m. and then I stay up all night and basically the gym is like the end of my day. And when I get home from the gym, I rinse off in the shower and then I go to bed. Well, the baby's usually waking up. So I feed the baby the bottle, I change her, then she goes back to sleep and then I go to sleep. And then, wake up sporadically throughout the day whenever she needs, if I can't do that forever, I can only do that for right now because, once she starts walking and needs more attention and like isn't just like a little baby that just lays there and watch ducks tails while in between sleeping. But yeah, it's but last night, so Friday is like my date nights with Peaches, so I typically don't stream or do anything like Fridays because I'm already doing I do Jack show on Thursday nights, then I do Flashcast on Saturday nights, and sometimes I go on Simpcast on Sunday nights. But so Friday is like my day with Peaches. It's like the night of the week that I take off. And so we went to a car show last night. We saw the DeLorean, the Back to the Future car. We saw it last night. So baby got to take a picture with the DeLorean from Back to the Future, which is a lot of fun. And so we went out to a car show, then we had dinner. And we were just talking all that. We're like, how crazy it is that the Munchkin is going to be 15 this year. And like, just we had our date night. And then we came home and we were watching Star Trek and both of us were like super tired. And so we're like, let's go watch a movie. Like, let's just go to bed and watch a movie. So we went to bed at like 9. Isn't that great? Like, I'm like, I'm just tired. Like, when people are like, oh, I think back in my life and I'm like, I'm glad I got like all the partying, which I compared to like what kids do nowadays, I don't think what I was doing was partying, but I guess to me it was partying back in the day. But like going out like to bars and stuff, I'm like, that's fine. Like once a year when I'm hanging out with like my friends at a con, but I'm like, the last thing I want to do is like go out and like go to bars and clubs and stuff. So I honestly think, it's good that I got that out of my system when I was younger. But Anna is becoming a normie. How's that a normie? No, I prioritize, date night with Peaches. But so we went and did that. And then so I didn't know this, but Marlon Wayne had some movie come out where it was like, I know that they did like the scary movies and stuff, but we had never seen this. Like we just opened up Max. And there's a movie called like a Haunted House, and I guess it's like a ripoff of Paranormal Activity, but it's Marlon Wayne. And so like it was just up on the screen for like recommended, and he just like, oh, let's just watch that. So we watched that. I passed out like after 20 minutes. But it's just like a parody of Paranormal Activity. But so I went to bed early, but because I'm still on my like gym everyday diet schedule, I woke up at like 3:50 to feed the baby. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it's almost like I have to get to the gym because I'm already late. Like I'm supposed to be at the gym already. So I got out of bed, I got dressed, and I drove over to the gym. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Saturday. The gym doesn't open till 7. So I came home and I decided to stream. So yeah. Is that the one where she kills the dog? Yeah, she hits the dog in like the first 5 minutes. We're like, what the fuck? But yeah, we like did not know that movie existed, and now we do. And I mean, it is. I still think his best movie is White Chicks, in my opinion. But I didn't know that guy was on like Michelle Obama's podcast, and he's got a trans kid, so his daughter's becoming the son, which is unfortunate. But this will just. Oh, speaking of the devil, look who's up, Russell Hall. Thank you for the 2. What equipment do you use most? Just buy them. I don't have space, Russell. I do not have space for a treadmill and all the other machines that I use. Also, I don't get any motivation from like working out at home. Like I couldn't do it. I get distracted. And like the last thing I want to do is work out at home. If I'm at the gym, there's no distractions. I'm there to work out. So, I like the gym. Trashman 4444, thank you for the 10. It sucks that Star Wars was taken over by people who aren't fans, probably never saw the original series, and want to insert their politics into it. I agree 100%. Raging Rhino, thank you member for 26 months. What's up, Rhino? Will Flash let us talk about Star Wars this week? LOL. I doubt it. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, that's tonight, isn't it? Also, Rhino, you have to remind me. Remember how like a couple weeks ago we got in debate about prequels and how Tom was like, there's no good prequels. It was bothering me. And it's like one of those times because I'm like, there's plenty of good prequels that are out there. And I was in bed. It was like one of those times where it was like 3 a.m, or maybe not then, but it was one of those times where it's like, I was just going about whatever it was that I was doing and it like sparked. I'm like, oh my God, that was what I should have told Tom. It's Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul is one of those things that's a prequel to Breaking Bad, and it's still fucking great, if not better than Breaking Bad. So I got to remember to like bring that up to Tom. And that wasn't something that ever existed before Breaking Bad. It wasn't like pre-thought of. It wasn't written before. The only reason like Saul wasn't even supposed to be a big character in Breaking Bad, but they loved the actor so much that they gave him a bigger role. So I got to remember to bring that up to Tom tonight on air. You guys all heard it here, but I'm going to bring it up again tonight on Flashcast. And Mr. Grizzly, what's up for 2? Did you enjoy the episode of The View in Andor? This is how much I enjoyed it. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, no, I don't know if you guys have seen. I didn't think Andor was so divisive, but it is like split the Star Wars fandom because there's some people that think it's like the best thing ever. And I'm like, how? Like, it's so bad. Like, I don't understand how anyone can like this shit. And I think I saw someone in the chat earlier, I forgot to highlight it, but say something about like it being sci-fi. I'm like, guys, this isn't even good sci-fi. there's the world building wears because somebody's like, you don't appreciate world building. You only want explosions and lightsaber battle. I'm like, that's like the farthest thing from the thing that interests me about Star Wars. I like Star Wars because of the relationship between like Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. I like that kind of stuff. It just it drives me crazy. I like the cope that people will have, but it's awful. I don't understand how anyone can defend it. It's terrible. And I don't even have to like make up arguments for it. It's like just watch it. Just it's so fucking Peaches, who pretty much likes it. Like he will watch anything. I came in like I was in here filming and I went inside to like get a new drink and Peaches was watching like he'll just like scroll through the TV apps and he's like, "Oh, this looks interesting." He'll click on a movie. It was some I don't know if this was like some college student film, but I'm like this looks like it's, just Z-list actors, zero budget filming some kind of movie about dragons. And they're like, there's no dragons in the movie, but there's people talking about dragons. And I'm pretty sure every actor in this movie was a cosplayer and made their own costumes and did their own hair and makeup. And they're talking about dragons. And this one redhead chick has like a dragon scale, like armor. And it was so bad. And it was also dubbed. It was a really bad dub. So I don't know what language they were speaking, but it's like the worst American dub ever. And Peaches will just watch it. Like I would have turned that off immediately and found something else, but he'll just like let it play. And so my poor baby, she's sitting there, I'm feeding her a bottle. I have Andor on and Peaches comes in. He's like, "What are you watching?" Like it's a terrible, absolutely like horrendously boring Star Wars show. Well, I didn't say that, but in my head, I was like, it's just Andor. I'm like, it's one of the Star Wars shows that I have to review. And I'm just like, so boring. Like, and I'm just feeding the baby. And then Peaches starts watching and like the episode's almost close to over. And he's just like, "This is so boring." And I'm like, oh my God. You, the dude that'll watch anything, thinks that this Dragonheart. No. Hey, I like Dragonheart. Sean Connery's the voice of the dragon. How can you not like Dragonheart? No, I don't know what the fuck it was. It was awful. But Peaches watch anything, and even he knows it's boring. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Hey, Anna, finally caught a live stream. Hope you and the family are doing good. Love from England. Will you promote the iBook on Kings? Thanks. No, I'm not going on. So I personally, I know this might be controversial to everyone else or people that, thought, I think Comicsgate Kings should be what it is. Comicsgate Kings. I liked that there was criteria that you had to have worked at Marvel or DC to be on the show. So I'm in that room. I'm not going on the show. I don't want to go on the show though, because I didn't like it when he opened up the room and started inviting other people on. Like, I feel like Cecil's like the one exception because Cecil's a good enough streamer and has enough knowledge on, all of these, comics that, pretty much all the guys on there drew. So it's like if I tune into like, the masters of oil painting, I don't want some like watercolorist on there, right? Because, they might be a fantastic painter, but this is like professional, like master oil painters. The watercolorist is different. But Cecil's the one exception I will give because he's interesting and funny and like can, get the ball rolling on the show and get everyone engaged in the topics. But I don't think anyone should be on there if they're not. And that's just my opinion. So I stopped watching the show a few years ago when Ethan like opened it up and had like a bunch of people that, weren't, formal professionals for Marvel and DC. And I only went on there once, and that was like the Dan drama, maybe twice, like at follow up. But yeah, I just don't, I like, if there's like criteria for a show, I like it to stay that way. And, if it's not, then call it a different name or like have a different show. But no, I'm not going on that show to promote my iBook. I don't like going on other people's shows to promote my stuff anyway. I don't know. I feel kind of weird about that. But yeah. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Let's see. Mm. Let's see. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hannah, stop it. Go on, Kings, and promote your book. Guys, it's not interesting to them. That's a comic book audience. Comic book people, I don't think want like some random YouTuber's iBook, right? Like that's just I don't know. I just don't find that appealing. Why they dropped Cecil? They didn't drop Cecil. Cecil's on there. I think he was just on last week. But no, Cecil I would like say is like his justification for being there is again, he's really fucking funny, he's entertaining, and he's good with the conversation. He can stream with anyone and it'll be a fun stream. But also Cecil is like an encyclopedia of comics because he's a fucking nerd. And so he can go on there and talk to all of those guys about all the work they did, and he can bring out like their best. Because some people get uncomfortable streaming, or they're not like built to stream, or the like that's not how their mindset is. And so Cecil's really good at like making them comfortable and bringing it out. So I think, he's actually an asset to the show, but I don't think I belong on that show personally. And that's just my opinion. You would go on Gundam show? Yeah, of course I'd go on Gundam show. But Gundam's never invited me on his show. I don't think I'm particularly funny. So I don't know like how the flow of conversation would go. But a lot of people, and they have the way that their shows are set and are supposed to go. Like Jack show goes a certain way. But Gundam show he does with Cecil and oh my god, I'm blanking on the girl's name. I want to say D girl, but that's not the right name. But no, I've caught it a couple times. I'm usually because that's usually on the days that I do the landing party, right? He streams on Wednesdays, which is when I have the landing party. But yeah. Start a show with Theory. I actually invited Star Wars Theory onto my last live stream because I saw he and I got tagged in some tweet going on and on about Andor and like the sexual assault in it. And so I messaged him. And I saw he like finally started following me on Twitter. So I was before the only way we could contact each other was through email. And so I just saw he followed me back on Twitter. And so I just messaged him. I said, hey, like, you want to come on? I'm doing a stream on Wednesday. You want to come on? And I haven't heard back from him, but I don't think he's been on Twitter for the past like week. But I have invited him on. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah. Theory was attacked too. Yeah, I saw that it was Theory and Robot Head were on a stream, and they were like the only ones that didn't like. Well, I love that Robot Head like doesn't like Andor. I'm like, yes, he hasn't been like brainwashed. But let's see. But so you guys should go if you guys haven't watched Robot Head's videos, they're absolutely hilarious. But it's like I know like smaller channels, there's a lot of them that don't like Andor, but it's like weird. It's like a lot of the big commentary channels like it. So it's like for me and Star Wars Theory and Robot Head all do agree on this. I'm like, huh, that's weird. That never happens. But well, I mean, me and Robot Head are pretty much on the same wavelength when it comes to pretty much all like the Star Wars commentary. But Star Wars Theory, I feel like he's a little bit more generous with his feelings towards like Disney Star Wars. Like I think he liked Ahsoka. I don't know. My knowledge of it is only based on what I've seen on Twitter. But it's I guess it's very controversial, but there was like a lot of people like going off on like me and Star Wars Theory, and this like it wasn't just one thread, there was multiple threads of it. And it was kind of eye-opening to me because I was like, oh, like I've been on these people's streams before, and like it's not them directly, it's their fans or audience, and like they're like little fan groups that are doing these threads. And like and there's just like so many people that are like, I've never liked Anna, she's an idiot, and and like just going on and on about how terrible I am. And they're like, the only reason Anna has a following is because she's like does cosplay. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I had over like 100, if not 200,000 subscribers before I started doing cosplay. Actually, I think cosplaying actually hurt my channel growth, to be honest with you guys. I think because like my channel is like stunted. I did get in trouble with the YouTube gods. They like censored my channel hardcore. Actually, because I took such a long break from posting YouTube content, my channel did like a reset on itself. So my videos don't automatically get flagged anymore. Before, it's like I would upload a video and it would instantly be demonetized. It sucked. But, you know, yeah, about 200. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had 200,000 subscribers before I started cosplaying. And then the second I started cosplaying, my channel like just kind of, stopped. But I did piss off the YouTube overlords. But I think like everyone was like, they just don't want to be called a simp for me for whatever reason. But which I'm like, I don't think you're a simp. And I think there's very specific, like simps are guys that like have like the parasocial relationship that like are in love, like in like obsessed for like a woman that they'll never get. And like, I don't think that's the way my audience is. At least I, you know, personally, like I don't think that that's the way it is. Like I've always been upfront. Like I've always I've lived with peaches before I even started my YouTube channel. I've never hid that. And I just talk about the things that I'm interested in, which apparently all of you guys are interested in as well. But yeah, so that argument, I'm just like, well, you just don't know anything about me. And like that guy had like in his freaking bios, like Christian gentleman. I'm like, Christian gentleman, but you're calling me a whore because I do cosplay, but yet you'll simp for other girls that do cosplay, but I'm the whore and like I have nothing interesting to add, even though I had like 200,000 subscribers before I ever did cosplay. But whatever. There's psycho people out there. But yeah, before I read the super chat and get off topic, but yeah, so I did, but Theory was tagged in that too. So I just like, we're both getting hit by all these like psychos. So I just hit him. I was like, hey, you want to come on? But I don't think he's been on Twitter. So I don't think he saw my DM. But yeah, if he wants to come on the channel, I'm willing to have him on. But I don't know how many like live stream collabs he does. Russell Hall, thank you for the 5. Cecil should only be allowed on CG Kings in the capacity of a gimp they keep in a cage, wears a mask, and stay in the corner like Chrissy and Fealty. Oh my God, no. I disagree. Yeah. Anna, you're good people most days. Yeah, unless I'm sleepy or hangry, then I'm not fun. Yeah, let's see. But yeah. But anyways, if you guys missed it, from now on Wednesday, everyone's been saying I need to have my own show for years, like my own like weekly consistent show for years. And I was like, okay. I just don't have time. But I have The Landing Party, which is the show I do over on Graham Nolan channel where we review an episode of Star Trek every week. And so that's me, Aaron Lepresti, Ron Garney, and Graham Nolan, obviously. And so I do that. So that's from 5 to 6. And then usually I stay in here and like I'm just on the computer for like another few hours, either filming or like editing or just doom scrolling. So I'm like, I'm in here anyway. I'm like all in like live stream mood anyway. I might as well just like do a show. So from now on, like half an hour after that show ends, I'm going to have my weekly show. So Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is my new show. So it's my weekly show. So I'll bring a guest on from time to time. But I just did my first one this week. So yay. Let's see. Russell, thank you for the 5. There's a bunch of godless leftists who basically cosplay as Christian because they want to use the label and corrupt multiple Christian. Corrupt and manipulate Christians. What does that have to do? That's actually a serious super chat from you, Russell. But what does that have to do with me? What does that have to do with me cosplaying as like Rogue or Lara Croft? And have you heard of a dude named Gabe Eltabe? Yeah, I've had him on the channel before. Let's see. Check out Anna on Nolan's channel. Wednesdays on Nolan's channel. Yeah, go watch The Landing Party. It's fun. It's fun. I think Peaches woke up. I think I heard something. Let's see. Stop being serious, Russell. Oh my gosh, Patrick, you're alive. I hope you're doing well. Oh, is that your thing in the picture? Nice. Let's see. What is this? I'm doom scrolling through the chat. But yeah, if you're interested, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is my new weekly show. Hopefully I can keep up with it. Holy shit. What, Russell? What, Russell? Let's see. What happened with the cake? My wedding cake? Nothing happened. Do a show on Tuesdays. Call. See you next Tuesday. No. Good morning, Anna. Hope you and the baby are doing well. Thank you. We are. She's getting so big. It's so crazy to think she's going to be 5 months old in a few days. Me and Peaches were like, whoa, that's so crazy that I had my baby 5 months ago. 5 months ago, I was fat. I was all fat. I had my little baby in my tum-tum. I was going to like 100 different freaking doctor's appointments all the time. My little baby. And now she's all big. She's gonna be 5 months old, and then another month she'll be half a year old. That's so crazy. Time goes by so freaking quickly. My little itty bitty little angel. Let's see. Thread not. Thank you for the £5. Basically, the Christian gentleman complaining about you. Cosplaying is a cosplayer. Cosplaying is a Christian gentleman. Thank you. I'm sorry. It's early. That did not register to me. Yeah, I think you're right. Yes, Russell. Yes, and thank you, Thread not for following up on that, because I think I'm losing my stamina. I'm about ready to go back to sleep. Let's see. Anna do a Wednesday show called with Mandy, Mint, and Katie. They'd call it Comicsgate Gals. If I do that, I do it on a different day, but no, I need just like a solo me show for my channel, because if it was Comicsgate, it would have to focus around that, and I don't. I just need me. I need just me, myself, and I, occasionally bringing a guest on. But this is, my channel. That's Star Wars Girl. I need a dedicated show for my channel. If I were to do like a CG related show, that would have to be on a different day. And then that gets into like rotating channels and stuff. I need just like one dedicated show for my channel, because pretty much all my shows I do on other people's channels. I need to focus on myself right now, and building my channel for all of my wonderful viewers. But Mandy said that she's open to doing a show with me. I'm just like, I got to find like the time. And also, like, I already do so many ensemble shows. Like, I just need a dedicated show for like my channel. Let's see. When you announced you had a baby possum, I thought at first you were pregnant with a second child. No, I can't get pregnant again until my baby is 1 year old, so that way I don't have to have another C-section. Yeah, because I was like adamantly against having a C-section, but I didn't understand that you could get diseases from being pregnant, which is what happened to me. And so like I didn't even know it was like considered high risk until like basically the week I had the baby. And they're like, yeah, why do you think you have to go to all these appointments? And I'm like, because I've never had a baby before. I thought this was just what you have to do. And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, really? I don't know. Do a long form interview with Shane again. Actually, I actually had a plan to start a podcast on my art channel. And, I even had like a logo made. I was like planning on doing this. I had like a bunch of artists lined up to be on there, but I don't know if you guys like that kind of stuff. I would totally do that again, but I don't think you guys, I don't know. You guys trolled Shane too hard. I don't want to scare people away. Yeah, this is exactly what happened. Sometimes C-section is medically necessary. It was. And a birth plan doesn't work out. My baby was a frank breech. So the entire time she was sitting up straight with her legs up by her face. So there was no way for me to physically give birth to her. So like, this is back before modern medicine. I 100% would have died and she would have died. So there was that. But art podcast, what is it? I was just going to interview like different creative people, like different artists. Like they didn't have to be like, you know, painter artists, but like people like Shane or other people that, you know, like outside of like YouTube, people that like you don't know that like I follow that I do know. And that would be, I would kind of want to do a basically like Joe Rogan where it's like a conversation and then like I upload it. Sweatshirt, no makeup, and hair in a ponytail. What the fuck is this shit? How dare you think this is okay? I was supposed to be going to the gym. Hey, for people that say how ugly I am all the time, I think I look pretty okay. No makeup, hair all put back in a ponytail and in a hoodie. But yeah. Anyways, I don't think I look that bad. Let me see. That's all. Thank you for the 2. See you next Tuesday is your favorite word, though. It's not my favorite word. I do just say it a lot, though. Patrick D, thank you for the 2. I sent you a member chat on your last show. LOL. Oh, yeah, you did. It's early, Patrick. It's 7 in the morning. Hey, the gym's open. Russell Hall, thank you for the 2. What exactly is wave supposed to mean? It's a wave. It's wave. It's a wave emoji. Thank you for the super chat. All right, guys. Well, I've been going for almost 2 hours. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Oh my God, 6'9". Thanks. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? 'Cause I don't know. I'm kind of crashing. Also, shout out again to everybody that's watching over on Twitch. I appreciate you guys. That was a pimp hand, Anna. This is peak Anna. Forget the filters and make it. Everyone says I use filters. I only use filters when I post pictures on Twitter, and that's because I'm at war with the memers. For those that weren't around in the beginning, the memers would they would use my I troll them. Let me see, because they would take like bad photos of me like in the middle of talking and use them for their memes, and then like if I posted like a photo of myself, then it's like deep lore. So instead of using a nice photo that I posted, they were like, okay, well, we're just going to take like bad screen grabs of you and make those into memes. And then I posted a couple like photos and then they used that, but they did naughty things. And so I was like, fuck this. I'm just forever gonna like post like filtered photos because they hate using those for their memes. So now it's like, well, now you have to either use super old photos of me or you got to take like screen capture photos of me. And so it's like, I'm basically at war with the memers. It's deep, deep lore. I've been doing it for years. People get mad at me like, Anna, post a photo of that filter. I was like, I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine with it. But this is like, there's so much to it. It makes absolutely no sense, but I'm at war with the memers. That's why I do it. And I'm not going to stop because I'm dedicated on winning this fucking war with them. So sorry. Sorry if everyone else gets upset with it. I'm at war and I'm determined to win. Russell, thank you for the 2. Oh, yeah. He was waving, winking. Oh, my, Russell. Trashman444, thank you for the 5. Is there a Marvel DC comic you would like done live action? Mine, DC Sergeant Rock, Marvel Grow the Wanderer. Actually, okay. I mean, they kind of did it. Oh, wait, you're talking about Marvel or DC. Okay, so because I would say I would have liked to see a true adaptation of Fables, but they did like the rip off Once Upon a Time of it, so that would never happen. I really like, I mean, there's plenty of like great Batman and you know, Superman stories out there, but I really like the Warlord comics. I don't know if you guys ever read those ones. They did a really good like mini series of it. Like, cause I mean, you can just go and like read the regular story, but they did a 6-issue mini series of it that I think was pretty good back in the day. That would be kind of cool to see. But I always liked the Warlord comics because it takes place in like Atlantis. And basically, instead of like evolving, all of like the Atlanteans like de-evolved back into chimps, and it's just like sword and sorcery kind of stuff mixed in with like sci-fi. So I think that would have been cool to have seen, but I don't. I feel like it was like very John Carter inspired, but that would have been cool to see with Travis Morgan. Could be cool. They'll never do it though. I don't think they could do it well either. Mark of Reality. Think for the two, Anna versus the internet. Basically, and I probably won't win, but I want to win. And there's plenty of stuff. Like there's been plenty of people that have met me in person that have seen me without filters. People that meet me in person say I look better in real life than I do in photos, and I've always thought that I'm not photogenic at all. But yeah. Anna, what are your Mother's Day plans? Oh, I don't know. What are my Mother's Day? I think we're going out of town. I think Peaches wants to go up north and see his mother. And it's weird. We always have the Munchkin on Mother's Day. It's which is funny because it's like, but I think we're going to go up north or something. So I'll be out of town that weekend. But it's my like last Mother's Day I was pregnant. Last Mother's Day we told the Munchkin I was pregnant. She had like a soccer game, so we went to her soccer game, and then we all went out, and so it was me, my mom, his parents, and then us, and like they all knew that I was pregnant, and so we told the Munchkin on Mother's Day she was going to be a sister. So she had her soccer clothes, and I had a little present for her that had clothes in it, and it was a shirt that said like promoted to big sister on it. And so that's what we did last Mother's Day, and I was all skinny and not fat, and I was pregnant with my baby, and so she all freaked out. But so this year it's like my first Mother's Day with like an actual child that I can hold. Isn't that crazy? I don't know what we're gonna do, but I don't know. I'll probably just be crying. I'll probably just hold my baby. I'm like, yeah, my baby. My baby. I dare you not to talk about baby's pregnancy or being a mother for 15 minutes. I was answering a question, Slick Rick. I was answering a question. Oh, let's see. Oh, I'm out. Hi, Anna. Bye, Annalisa. Bye, hi, and bye. You guys want to see something cool that I've been working on? Here, I'll show you. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember, I was painting this a few years ago, and then I stopped. You guys remember this painting? Remember this little painting? Where I was like painting like Disney toys and trying to do like still life paintings of them. Well, I finished this and I didn't like it. Well, I almost finished it. This part I needed to finish this little tag. But I pretty much finished this and I was like, I don't like it. It's too small, in my opinion. But I finished it and I was like, okay, I really want to revisit this, but make it better. So I've been taking a break from painting eyes. Ugh, it's still wet. But I'm painting it bigger. What do you guys think? Yeah. So this is what I've been doing since, I'm taking a break from painting eyes, and I've just been painting this over on my easel. So I think it's a lot better now that I have like more space to do details. Like, look at the mouth. I think it's better. So I have this I'm working on, and then I want to do another one after. But so the only one I've like pretty much almost finishes the Dormouse. And so last time I just did character by character, and this time I'm just like doing them all as I go, like in pieces. So yeah. Yeah, but it was that other painting is way too small. I needed to do bigger. But yeah, I would I think the queen definitely has you know, I think it's definitely benefited. I think all of them are going to benefit. This plate is going to be fun to paint big. That's going to be interesting. What are those? They're stuffed animals. So these, I had this. Let me get back to my. So I've had this idea. I wanted to do still life paintings, but I really like the concept of Toy Story and like the toys are alive and they have souls and all that stuff. But like, I got this idea of how in Toy Story, when like a human walks in, all the toys freeze on what they're doing. So I had this idea to do a series of paintings of still life paintings of toys that were like the painting is you human just walked in and so they're all frozen in the middle of what they're doing. And so it's like us looking in on what they're doing. So I'm not the biggest Alice in Wonderland fan. I love Mary Blair. So I love all the movies that Mary Blair worked on for Disney, but Alice in Wonderland's really popular and I had all of these. So I have all of these toys. Everything that you see in here, like I own and I set up the still life and everything. And so I had all these toys. If you guys have ever seen my ceiling, you know I have a bunch of toys. I have all these toys. And so I've been collecting plush for years because I want to do still life paintings of all of them. And I just started with Wizard of Oz with I have a let me show you guys. I did this one. I didn't finish. This is an old one. I started a few years ago. So this one was supposed to be like the book of Peter Pan. And so we got Tink, Tiger Lily, Peter, and then like the crocodile. And they were like looking at the Peter Pan book. And then here's this one. I think this one I finished. It's been so long. This is so bad. Like looking back at it, it's so bad. And I spilled, it looks like I spilled like water or something on it, or like paint water on it. You see there's like from the paint. But so this one was pretty much finished. So, Blue Fairy, Cleo, and then it came out, it was like it must have been like an anniversary of Pinocchio because it like was a black and white plush that I had. So I had that. I have it now in color, but I think it looks off that he's like black and white and not in color. But so they're supposed to be like in a toy box and stuff. So I would want to revisit these. This one's super messed up though. But yeah. Where's the grasshopper? I didn't have that plush. I was only doing these based on the toys that I have. So I have been collecting plush for years, and a lot of them I have to order from Japan. So I follow all these like Japanese like resellers on Instagram, and so it's so expensive. I have to buy like the plush and then have it shipped over from Japan. So actually a lot of the plush that you guys saw on that I'll just hold this one. On this one is from Japan. So the King of Hearts is from Japan. The flowers are from Japan. This guy's from Japan. This guy's from Japan. These are from Japan. These little guys are from Japan. This plate I actually found at a thrift store. It was like this little case that was supposed to have all of them in it, but it had the hearts and I think clubs in it. And then this Alice is an ornament. This was from Michael's. It's like one of those foam flowers, and it was pink, but I made it red. And then these guys I ordered online. I don't know where they're from, but I think I found them on eBay. So, and then this was from like the American Disney store. And so my concept here was like the trial of Alice. So in my mind, toys, they're still like the characters. They're basically clones of like the characters. And so they have all the personalities and stuff. So it's like Alice is like back on trial So because you know how she got huge and then she shrunk. So it's like you walking back in on like the Marie basically doing her trial. And so that was like my thought process on this one. But I always want to have them like doing something to like tell some kind of story. But so yeah. I'm gonna sneeze. You got Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I actually don't have them. No, I don't. So I went through 1 year. Oh, what just happened? What just happened? Like went black. I went through 1 year and I photographed all the plush I have. I could show you guys my ceiling, but I would be extremely embarrassed because it's got like spider webs now. But my entire ceiling. Let me turn off my camera here and get it ready on OBS so I don't. Oh no, did it? Okay. Here's my ceiling. You guys see, I got a lot of plush. And that's not even all of it. I still have some like in boxes. But two. Yeah. Praying mantis hanging in the I know. I should do a room tour eventually. But I'm sneezing all of a sudden. I just got freaking cold. But so I had all of the Jesus, that's an OCD nightmare. It was so before I actually did added all the plush to my ceiling before in the old apartment that me and Peaches used to live in because the room I was filming in was right under our upstairs neighbor's kitchen. And so I needed like soundproofing. And I was like, I have all of these. They can help with it. Wow, it looks like an addiction. Well, to be fair, it's stuff I've been collecting over my entire life. And I want to use them for art. So that's kind of, and I can probably bust out each one of these paintings optimistically if I worked on it every single day in a week. And so I could have a lot of these large scale paintings. I was like, there's always a fan, like a Disney fan base for classic Disney, not shitty. That's actually a clever idea. Thank you. I thought it was too. It actually worked really well with the soundproofing. So I almost never heard my neighbor after that. But yeah. I don't know. Do you guys like it? Do you guys think that was interesting? Those poor ceiling toys. I get to look at them all the time. Yeah, I get to look at them. I like it. I know. I'm weird. I'm weird. But like this bird, this is from Japan. Like I still even have the tag on it. It's all like in Asian. But so I think this is one of the birds from Snow White. I got the face hugger plushie. So yeah, I'm a girl. I like stuffed animals. I like plushies, and that was kind of my plan, was to set up and do all these still life paintings. And I actually would get a lot more views on those than I did on any of my eye paintings because I guess you guys like seeing me paint the characters. Mr. 51st State, then you're the 5. Guys that call you a whore remind me of Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh my god. Bruh. You're right. I don't know why that didn't occur to me. I should have posted that meme to that guy. Oh my god. You're so fucking right. Thank you. Now I have that ace in my pocket that I'm going to post. Let's see. Have you ever brought your daughter to this TV studio? Yes, I have. Only off air. I showed her to Cecil and John before the Jack show, and I've had her meet the guys before the landing party. Like, actually, I brought her in this week to show her to them again. She's so beautiful. Oh, I miss her. I kind of want to go see her. Oh, you know what? I got my baby monitor right here. It's probably dead. I'll plug it in. Oh no, you know what? She's in bed with Peaches. Yes, we're one of those families. We co-sleep. So we have a giant king size bed. It's actually California king. Because Peaches is like, we need the extra foot at the bottom of the bed for Tulip. And I'm like, let's be realistic. Tulip takes over the entire bed. It's a giant California king size bed, and Tulip takes up 95% of it. and she's a tiny little dog. But it's been 11 minutes. You lose. Oh no! You've actually been timing. But yeah. So it's like Peaches sleeps on his side. The baby sleeps in the middle in her like little donut pillow, and then I sleep on the other side, and then Tulip sleeps somewhere around us. But yeah, we had a little baby because we don't want her rolling out of the bed. But yeah, it's so much easier than having to get up when she cries to like feed her bottle. Instead, like she just gets to stay in her bed in her little donut, and we just like feed her, and we don't have to get out of bed. So it's more so because we're lazy, but we also like having her right there. And it helps me because I would like never get any sleep because I'd constantly be like, oh my God, like that whole SIDS thing terrifies me because it's like the sudden instant death syndrome where like babies just stop breathing in their sleep. Oh my God. I wouldn't be able to sleep if she wasn't like right next to me. But yeah, there's my baby monitor. All right. Well, I've been going for over 2 hours. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything else you guys want to chat about? Oh, that might be an issue in the future. I don't care. I love my baby. She can sleep next to me. Mm. 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 Oh, thank you for mentioning it. Ads 80. Thank you. Yes, the eye project. Let me promote that, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day. Let's talk about my campaign real fast. Hey guys, as you know, been painting. I have the campaign for the eye project. Help me get this funded so that way I can make a book of all of my eyes. I would really appreciate it. You guys would be awesome. Right now we're at $4,212.56 backers and a week left. I think this one up since we started the stream. So thank you to anyone that's backed. Let me do a refresh, see if this one up at all. Drum roll. Nope, but thank you. It is pinned in the chat on YouTube and as well as on Twitch. Also, shout out to and thank you so much to everyone that's watching me on Twitch. Just one thing, have you ever taken commissions for your artwork? I have in the past. I will only work with professional collectors now because no offense to all of you wonderful people here in my chat. I don't believe any of you have been like this. I will not work with anyone that's not a professional. And from what I have found, people online on the internet can sometimes not be professional to work with, and I will not do that again. But yeah, I'm open to it. Just be aware, it is time out of my life, and I do price things the way that they are priced. And so, because somebody wanted meaning money up for right, no, like being unrealistic about it, and then getting mad at me when I say no, and then other things. Let's see. No, so like I don't know what this like idea is that people like at this point. I'm just like. I know a lot of people hate AI, but I'm like, the shit that people want me to draw or to paint for them, I'm like, I'm not an illustrator. Like, I'm a fine artist. If you guys want this like illustration of this, go find an illustrator. But they're like, I want Mustafar, like Anakin and Obi-Wan fighting, but add in Darth Maul. But like, I also want there to be thunder and lightning and rain. I'm like, put that into fucking AI. Like, I'm not making that. Have you ever seen me paint a lightsaber duel? No. Do I have any interest in painting a lightsaber duel? No. No. Go find someone who that's their specialty. Don't go to like a professional oil painter that paints like portraits and like plush and eyes. Don't come to me to go do some like weird sci-fi illustration. I'm like, that's not what I do. And then don't get pissed off at me when I say no. That would cost at 4K at least. No, that would cost like 12 to 15K at least, especially the size that they want. 4K, absolutely. That's way lowballing it. Way lowballing it. Absolutely not. So yeah, it's like that's not. That's like going to like I'm trying to think of like an analogy. Okay. It's like going to a classic car dealership, which I don't even believe that they are. Let's go to a 77 Camaro and wanting it to have all the specs and upgrades and shit that like a modern day Camaro has. It's just not the same. But you guys see I got like bit something bit me, and I'm pretty sure it's a mosquito because it itches like crazy. I put like numbing cream on it, but it's starting to wear off. So, like I want to itch my face so bad. And let's talk about Greek mythology. I'm really into Greek mythology. I was watching Joe Rogan the other day, and he had that like British podcast guy on. I can't remember his name. But they were talking about how what's his face? Christopher Nolan, that's his name, is going to be doing the Odyssey. And the guy's like, "Oh, I don't know the story. I've never read it." I'm like, "How have you never read the Odyssey? Or how do you not know the story of the Odyssey?" And so I really am into Greek mythology and like all of that. So I'm excited. I don't like Christopher Nolan. I feel like I'm in the extreme minority. I feel like he's way overrated, and I think he's a talented filmmaker. I will give him that, but I don't like his storytelling, if that makes any sense. Like, I remember everyone's like, Memento is the best movie ever. You got to go watch Memento. And I figured it out in like the first 20 minutes of the movie. I'm like, maybe even less than 20 minutes. I just remember figuring out immediately. And the person I was watching it got pissed off that I figured it out. And I'm like, it's like, I don't think it's that, Tenet sucked. The rest are great. Tenet was awful. Absolutely awful. And you know what sucks is that dude is Denzel Washington's son. Denzel Washington is probably one of my top favorite actors. I think he's one of the greatest actors to ever live. And I'm trying to pull up like a list of Christopher Nolan movies. Let's see, movies. Let's go through all of his movies, and I'll tell you which ones I like and which ones I don't like. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, screen share. Come on. Okay, so let's go through these. Okay, so Oppenheimer, I haven't watched. Interstellar, I watched once and never need to watch again. I remember liking it and crying in the movie theater, but the science is retarded in it. Like, I'm sorry, but the entire world would not survive off of just corn. Also, the entire continent, or the continent, excuse me, every single continent on the fucking planet Earth is not the same as like Midwest Nebraska, right? So, I mean, you're telling me that the Amazon jungle is windstorms and dust? Give me a fucking break. So the concept behind here, once you actually start thinking about it, it's stupid. The Dark Knight, probably the best one he's ever done. I really liked it. I went back when I was pregnant and I rewatched all of the old Superman movies and all of the Batman movies, except for Batfleck. I would never do that because that's absolute shit. And you know what? I actually don't like The Dark Knight as much as I remember it. It's a fantastic movie, but it's not as good as how I remembered it. And I don't even think I watched The Dark Knight Rises. I think I gave up on that. Yeah, because I haven't watched Dark Knight Rises. I think this was the last one that I watched. I did my Batman marathon, but the baby loved the Superman theme song. She would go all crazy in my tummy with it. Inception, I liked, but it's not one of those that I go and rewatch all the time. I didn't like Leonardo DiCaprio's love story, like with his ex-wife. I thought that like really hindered the movie, and it was not interesting to me at all. The Odyssey, I'm really worried about how he's going to do it. Okay, but Tenet was awful. The Dark Knight Rises, I hated. Dunkirk, I didn't like. Memento, I didn't like. Batman Begins was okay, but it's not my favorite Batman movie. Prestige was good. David Bowie's in that, so I liked The Prestige. Insomnia, I've never seen. The Following, never seen. Why is he on Man of Steel? He didn't do Man of Steel. Is he like a producer on this? Transcended, I've never seen. What are half of these movies? Has he even done? There's no way these are all his movies. It must be like producer too. But yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, oh, he was a last minute producer. Yeah, like Dunkirk, I liked. I didn't like Dunkirk. It was boring. Like there was aspects of it that I did like, but I I think if you're gonna do an on, like I saw like people saying like, oh, if you were there, it was so realistic, and I'm like, okay, that's great, but there has to be something that like keeps me invested and interested in it, and it didn't keep me invested or interested. Like I need some kind of story. I think I got in a fight with someone like on a stream. They're like, you just wanted it to be like Saving Private Ryan, and I'm like, I don't even like. I'm like, I know I've seen Saving Private Ryan, but I don't remember it, and I'm like, I've never said that. Never once have I ever said that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like because I wasn't you would think that there would already be like investment in this, which there was. It was like you obviously want one side to win versus the other because the other are like literally evil. But I'm just like, I just don't really care. Like if this was like if it wasn't World War II and if it wasn't set on Earth and it was just like, here's warring things, I'm like, I don't think I would really care that much about it because it's like, there wasn't really any overarching story. It was like, here are things that are happening to these specific people. If I was following one character and they're in like his entire story throughout like the movie, that would be different, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was just, I think it's a little overrated. Mm-hmm. Let's see, but after watching, Batman Dark Knight was good, but because of Heath Ledger, I liked Heath Ledger, but after going back and watching them, I think maybe it's just because I'm a big Jack Nicholson fan. I think Jack Nicholson's a fantastic actor. I honestly just don't think people are made the same way anymore, and I think it's because back then people actually had real life experiences, and so Peaches and I were talking about this last night, because he had never like looked up Gene Roddenberry, so he was like, I guess he was doing some like doom scrolling and was just interested in like, oh, how did like Gene Roddenberry come up with Star Trek? And he ended up like learning all about like Gene Roddenberry's life. He's like, this dude had like this crazy life, and then he just like randomly wrote Star Trek. I was like, I know. Well, not like randomly. Obviously, he had it like, for a long time, but like, oh my God, that was annoying. My thing just popped up, but I was like, yeah, it was like crazy how this dude, wrote this. It's going to be transcended throughout time, but he wrote Star Trek, or he created Star Trek. I'm like, yeah, it's because he actually lived a fucking life. He had this incredible life before he did this. There's so many people like look, Patrick Stewart wasn't Jean-Luc Picard until he was in his 40s, right? So he lived basically his entire life before Star Trek. So he had all this life experience. So he has, he's good at playing Jean-Luc Picard. And now people, it's like, what's your experience? Oh, I went viral on TikTok. It's like, that's not a real life experience. So, yeah. Let's see. It wasn't a love story. It was a man traumatized by the memory of watching his wife die in front of him for years before the heist. Yeah, and it was stupid. Well, it's a love story if he loves his wife. I didn't like it. It was boring. It was not interesting. And maybe it's because like how to say this nicely. I think Leo is a great actor. I feel like I know too much about him, the actor, to not believe his romances in movies anymore. I feel like maybe it was as he's gotten older, because in his younger films, like obviously Titanic or in Catch Me If You Can, it's a little bit more believable when he's got love interests in movies. But now I'm just like, I believe I've been made to believe the conspiracy theory that he's gay, and he just has when the girl gets to 25, he just dumps them, and those are like his beards because he doesn't want the world knowing he's gay. And I have since believed. I now am like completely convinced on that. But even like back when that movie was out, I was just like, I don't know. I didn't believe the love story between him and his wife. And also the fact that like his memory is dependent on his children. Like, oh, they're out there playing, and like I haven't seen their faces. So I'm like, and at the end of the movie, they're both there, and I'm like, so they're just happen to both be the exact same age, wearing the exact same clothes, doing the exact same thing as however many years ago it was that you couldn't see them, that you're like in exile from them, and they're just back there again doing that. It's exactly the same. Give me a fucking break. It takes me out of the movie. But yeah. Anyway. Cesare Japan, thank you for being a member for 63 months. No YouTube notification. Nice. The YouTube twats. Oh, that's lovely. Thanks, YouTube. Thank you. Thank you for the member chat. I did do this like kind of off the cuff, so there was no real announcement on it. Blue Waffle, thank you for the 2. And you didn't say anything, but thank you. Sir Patrick T, what's up, Patrick? Thank you. You gonna play Star Wars Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite. My brain is not wired for that kind of gaming. Oh shit, my goal fell off. Thank you for the 100 ARS. Favorite movie director. I would probably say we had this conversation. I think maybe it was on Jack's show years ago, but if I could only watch like one director's, like the movies that they've directed, I would probably pick like Alfred Hitchcock or like Quentin Tarantino, just because they're consistent. They might not have like the best movies ever all the time, but when I go to a Quentin Tarantino movie, I know what I'm getting, and I like the movies that he directs. I like his storytelling. Same with Alfred Hitchcock. Now, I'm not, sitting here on the edge of my seat ready to go watch like Vertigo or Psycho again, but I think the way he tells his stories is done well and consistent, and I like it. It might not be like, my favorite movies of all time, but I like their storytelling and their consistency with their storytelling. Like I know what I'm getting, and I like that. What about you guys? Do you guys have any favorites? Rod about Rodder, or you guys know Robert Rodriguez has too many shitty movies. I like him, but I feel like the only movie, like I like Sin City. I like From Dusk Till Dawn. I like Spy Kids. Like the first one's really good. The second one, the third one, and like the fourth one after that, it kind of fell off for me. I haven't watched Shark Boy and Lava Girl since I was a little kid. I love to lead a Battle Angel, but Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg is a good one, but he's got too many that what's the worst Ridley Scott has done? Oh, Clint Eastwood, yeah. John Carpenter. John Carpenter is a good one too. I know I'm suddenly getting the sniffles. 99% of John Carpenter movies are bangers. That's true. What happened with Lita? I think it just cost too much. Here, let's go through. Let's see. So this might be controversial. Here we go. I'm gonna go through John Carpenter movies. Okay, The Ward, never watch it. Masters of Horror, never watch it. Ghosts of Mars, never watched it. Maybe it'd just be faster for me to say the ones I have watched. The Thing is great. It's crazy. I've only seen Escape from LA. I've never seen Escape from New York. I've never seen Big Trouble in Little China. I've seen parts of They Live, but I've never watched the entire thing. I've seen The Fog. I've seen Halloween. But most of his movies I actually haven't seen. What's Prince of Darkness? What the heck is that? I feel like I should. I'd probably like a lot of these. Yeah. I haven't seen a lot of his movies. Oh my God, Peaches. James Cameron, hands down. Prince of Darkness is great. Maybe I should just go through and watch all of these movies, huh? Mm. Let's see. Let's see. Escape from New York. Which one is the one that has Ensign Row? Because that's the one. I'm pretty sure that's L.A. And to his credit, Peach is the one that turned it on. But I watched the one of the escape movies that had Ensign Row in it from Star Trek. Let's see. I know. L.A. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Yeah, so I've seen Escape from L.A., which I believe is the second one. So I didn't even watch the first one. But yeah, so almost all of his movies I haven't watched. I've seen like the most iconic ones, I feel like. Maybe this is my problem, this is 100% a me problem. I don't know, when I watch a movie, it's like when I can think of my favorite movies, I don't look up like, oh, who's the director? Like unless it's, advertised like, oh, this is a Quentin Tarantino movie, this is the Spielberg movie. So there's a lot of movies that I like that I couldn't tell you, gun to my head, I couldn't tell you who the director was. It's like I like Gary Cooper movies. I couldn't tell you who any of the directors for any of his movies are. Sorry. I probably should. I should do a little research on it, huh? I am always telling people to do their research. I should do a little bit more research myself. I thought about this. I wanted to do this project. Well, but it was just like a personal goal. It's like where I just watch let's say it would take forever, but Christopher Lee, watch watch all of his movies in order. So I could see like the evolution of his acting ability and like just do that for like a bunch of different actors. But yeah, Gary Cooper movies are awesome. I know I like Gary Cooper a lot. So I think especially since like as Hollywood has become the way that it is, I like less and less newer movies, and I will just go and watch old movies more. But thank you for that super chat. Let's see. Damon J, thank you for the 5. Hey, Anna, are you planning to watch Marvel's Thunderbolts anytime soon? I don't want to. It's already been spoiled for me. I think the movie's online already. I really don't want. I have no desire. Honestly, Marvel ended for me. Marvel should have just ended at Infinity War. I hated Endgame. I think fucking Avengers Endgame is awful. But it ended for me back then. Now they're just beating a dead horse. Russell, thank you for the 2. Do a painting of no. Russell, I'm not even gonna finish. No. Oh shit, my goal fell off. Thank you for the 100 ARS. You like Hitchcock stuff, but hate The Godfather. Yep. I hate The Godfather. I even tried rewatching The Godfather and it's so boring. Christopher Lee's credit with at least 266 movies. I know. Well, no, I told Cecil because we were talking about doing a show like where we review movies, and I was like, why don't we do this? Like where we pick an actor or actress and we watch like all of their movies, and then we do like a show talking about it. And he's like, and I said Christopher Lee, and he's like, that's so many. Yeah, pick someone else. And I'm like, and then everyone that I was naming off, he's like, you're literally talking about people that have been 100+ movies. I was like, I know, it'd be great. Yeah. Doc Brewski, thank you for the $4.99. My daughter wants UV gel nail polish for her B-day. Do you know much about it? I've gotten that. So that's just gel. So these are acrylic nails. If she wants gel, it's basically the same thing. They just put instead of like it's like a clear nail that they put on, and then they just paint over it with like a special gel. So it's thinner than acrylic. It's probably about the same price as acrylic nails. I personally prefer acrylic nails to gel nails, or to the gel nails. But if she wants that, it's not as so with the acrylic nails, like they have to put on the acrylic and they have to like sand it down and do all that. Whereas with the gel, it's like literally just polished, so it's faster. But you can't like fill them. Whereas these, it's like every couple weeks I go and they like add to it. And so the maintenance for it isn't as expensive as the gel, but it doesn't, the gel doesn't harm their nails. So if she wants it, there's nothing bad, if anything, your nails will just grow back in a month. But yeah, take her to go get her nails done if that's what she wants for her birthday. No harm, no foul there. And thank you for the super chats. Happy birthday to your daughter. Malik Gurley, thank you remember for 3 months. Free comic book day. Go get the Munchins and books. It's probably going to be all shitty comics though. She won't read them. She's only interested in manga. It sucks, but that's how kids are nowadays. I got her like the entire they had this big box set for Chainsaw Man, and she told me she read it all, and I was like, "You just got that last night?" And she's like, "Yeah, I already read it all." So okay, so now it just sits there, and she hasn't touched it since. I was like, yeah. I was like telling Peaches I should get her all the Sailor Moon mangas and see if she'll read them, but I doubt it. Also, what's up, Flash? Good morning. Everyone, go check out Flash's comic, Mighty Golden Patriot. I think it's live on Rippison currently. Has it been a week? I think it has. I think it's been a week now. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Time went by so fast. Time went by so freaking fast. Let me see if I can find it. It's like pain in the butt to navigate that site, but let me go pull up the Twitter. The Twitters. I pulled it up last stream. Oh my god, there's already memes of me in my gym look. I'm sorry. I don't dress like a hoochie mama to the gym, guys. Yes, guys, go and check out my dear friend Flash. Has his very first comic out. It's called The Mighty Golden Patriot. I'll put it in the chat. Here you guys are. Oh, there we go. Go and check it out. Oh my god, 66. Oh, what if we could get this to all 6s? But yeah, sorry. Brain fart. Here's my pitch. So my good friend Flash has his very first comic book ever called The Mighty Golden Patriot. It is live now over on, I believe, Rippison, and it is a alternative history, historical fiction. It is about this one character who I'm assuming is the Mighty Golden Patriot, and his transformation into being a superhero. It's all the cool stuff that Flash likes. I'm a really big historical fiction fan. It's like a Power Rangers superhero meets World War II. So go and check it out if you guys are interested in it. And I think it's going to be live until July, I believe. Yeah, July 26th. July 26th. So you guys got some time to back it, but go and check it out. Go support Flash's first endeavor into making comic books. And the link is in the chat. And if my mods could post that periodically, I don't think I'm going to be streaming for much longer. But if you guys are interested, go and check it out. Go and check it out. Also, shout out to everyone that's still watching me over on Twitch. I appreciate all of you wonderful, beautiful people. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then I think I'm all caught up on oh no, I'm not caught up on Super Jets. Here we go. Mark of Reality, thank you for the 2. Is Munchkin a high IQ speed reader? I don't know. I've seen her read a couple of times, but ever since she got a cell phone, that's her entire life. So I didn't see her read these books, but she told me that she did read them. But she is at that age where kids kind of stretch the truth now and then. So I don't know. Doing a Watch Studio, thank you for the 2. Looking good, Anna. Your hair looks great. Thanks. It's so gross. I need to go shower so badly. But thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I feel gross, and I don't think I look particularly good. Is she talking? Yeah, she talks. She's going to be 15 years old. She's 14 right now. She's going to be 15 years old. Of course she talks. Baby talking yet? No. Let's see. All right. I am crashing hard. It is 7:55. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I am going to go shower and then take a nap. But then by that time, the baby will be up. I need to go heat her up a bottle anyway. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me since the gym was closed this morning. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everyone's support on both YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for coming and hanging out. And then also Thank you for, if you guys are watching on X, over on X, I can't believe I'm calling it X now, but over on the Twatters, thank you so much. I will be on stream later tonight for Flashcast, and then I might do Simpcast for Chrissy on Sunday. And I will be back with videos throughout the week. I'm probably, though, going to be offline most of the weekend because I want to get as much of that painting done as possible. And got to get some stuff around the house. But thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out. I will see you guys all a little bit later. But tonight over on Flash's channel on Flashcast. Colton, thank you for the $4.99. Does Tulip give baby kisses? Tulip is not interested in the baby at all unless the baby has food. That's Tulip. Tulip isn't interested in me unless I have food. Tulip is all about Peaches. She's my dog, but she thinks she's his dog. And if anyone wants to accuse me of being jealous about anything, it's that. Like this morning, Tulip jumped up on the bed, walked across me around the baby, and then went right onto Peaches' like chest and started licking him. I'm like, this is so fucking bullshit. Like, this is my dog. And then Peaches' dog, Dixie, that's his dog, but she thinks she's my dog. I'm jealous of Tulip's love for Peaches. It irks my soul. Anyways, guys, I'm about to fall asleep. So thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for being here. Leave a like. I'll leave this up for a little bit. Leave me some comments. Oh, on my live channel, I finally got it to work again. All of my live streams are going to go back to being re-uploaded onto my live channel. That's Star Wars Girl Live. I have my show ready to premiere there. It's going to premiere at 10 a.m. So go and check that out if you guys are interested. Let me get that in the chat. So it's just that Star Wars Girl Live. Here you guys go. Here's the link for it. So that's my live channel. All of my live streams are going to it's going to go back to me re-uploading my live streams over there. So you guys can go and check that out if you guys are interested. And until next time, I will see you all later. Have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.
I'll tell you where I thought I came in the forest, when the lightsaber goes like this and flies off. I said, oh, what a great entrance. Ah! Ray caught it? She hasn't even been to Dagobah for training. What's the deal?